If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
And welcome to this fireside chat.
Wait, what's on fire?
And by fire, I mean nuclear fireball.
Yes.
Oh,
nice.
Yep.
In-game.
Which leaves us all nice and warm.
Yes.
Toasty.
Yeah. Toasty, toasty warm. Hello, I'm Jason. This is Vault 818, the Apocalypse World actual play on Happy Jack's network.
RPG Media Empire?
Yeah, that one. What she said. I am the, I would say lion tamer, but I don't tame shit.
Oh.
We are very entertaining.
Yes.
I'm, let's see. I'm like, you know when you, after you throw the bowling ball and you're like wishing it to go that's what I am. That's me.
Yep.
That
tracks.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Extrabeth Extra Germanata, who is the Hocus in our game. And some would say cult leader. Some would say goddess. Who are we to judge?
Details.
Nice. Hi, I'm Jay. I'm playing the Skinner in our game. The Syndy Mark 8, the descendant of Genoma and I, and Tessa Thompson, and apparently an actual android.
As you may have noticed, I'm not Tappy.
Wait, what?
What?
I know.
What? This whole time?
I know. That's fair.
I'm hurt and confused.
But I am, in fact, Mac Beauvais, and I am playing Malcolm Joy, who is the angel and is the descendant of Jeff Goldblum and Tilda Swinton.
Yay.
And I'm Kimi, and I am playing Heart Rock Diesel. I am the driver, but in this I have a mech suit because it's Fallout, and that's what we have. And I am the descendant of The Rock and Vin Diesel. Because cars.
So good.
Yep.
Cars.
They did it.
Yeah.
As we learned at Demigods, boys can definitely have babies.
Yes.
So, spoiler.
If you don't get that joke, go back and watch Revelations.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Fantastic.
So we left off a bit with the clown destruction.
Clownpocalypse, if you will.
Yeah,
Clownpocalypse.
Clownpocalypse. I don't think we have a proper recap this time.
No, because I was sick,
that's
and
right.
also
yeah.
I didn't watch the episode, so I
Yeah.
don't know what happened.
This is exciting. That's all right. You were in a blood rage.
Yes.
And there are a lot of parts.
Berserker mode.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the clowns are dead.
Yeah.
We came to the clowns.
You were circling the outside of the factory, like just taking care of situations
Yeah,
with
that's
your
what I do.
posse.
Yeah.
So,
They got all their savagery once.
Yes.
yep, exactly.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember. My legs burned,
Yes.
Yeah,
revealing metal.
Yep. It turns
Oh,
out
really?
you've got metal legs.
Got metal legs.
There was.
I brought in Pancakes with us, but
That's
Pancakes got hurt a bit and so got sent home in Heart's mech suit.
Possible sentient armor.
Yeah.
Like,
Possibly,
because
yes.
it had burst in, like, by itself while I was out of it.
Yeah.
So, and then, yeah, I was worried because Pancakes got hurt. So, much to Hannibal's chagrin and frustration with my tactics,
Yes.
I put Pancakes in the mech suit and, like, sent it off either under her direction, under its own direction, we don't know. So, like, be safe.
That's right.
Love it.
One of them's in charge.
Yeah,
Probably.
just both.
Maybe
They're
a
fine.
little
Maybe.
both.
Yeah.
And then Hannibal and Hart were doing some like crazy like tactics stuff
On the catwalk.
on the catwalk. Yes, it was the catwalk.
The sexy turn on the catwalk.
Somebody ended up shooting Captain or
Dr. Giggles.
Dr. Giggles.
Giggles.
Like it's not Captain Giggles.
Yeah.
Dr. Giggles.
Dr. Giggles had come out onto the catwalk out of his office because he was psychically piloted.
That's right.
By,
we had a psychic connection.
Yeah.
Right.
And and then also, I keep wanting to call your character Janelle Monáe. That's not
Not it.
Cindy.
Cindy. Yeah, thank you. Cindy also had turned and drawn
That's right.
on who was on the ground with you.
Was it? Did I draw on Heart, or did I draw on Pancakes?
Maybe one of those.
Or it might have been Malcolm. I don't know. I drew
Yeah.
on somebody,
Yeah,
but
Friendly.
yeah. Well, there was a whole psychic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was briefly Dr. Giggles. Dr. Giggles was briefly me.
We were having some kind of weird moment.
We had a
Yeah.
moment, but you helped out, and then Dr. Giggles blew himself up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He came out with his grenade launcher and was going to do a thing, and then aimed it at the floor and disintegrated himself.
That's right.
Everyone saw it happen. This is not like did he escape? Like, no. There's just a smear and a mess.
Bits of Dr. Giggles everywhere.
Yeah, so...
And then
Also-
we had go ahead.
I was going to say, also, all of us saw Hannibal do a bunch of drugs and lose his hair and fingernails.
Yeah,
We did. We noticed that.
yeah, that's
right.
happening.
Yeah.
Some skin.
Some
Yeah.
skin.
And we had a close brush with some
right.
nuclear reactors.
That's right.
That were all loosely chained together. And
Oh yeah, that's a good place for a
Yeah.
firefight.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Good
So,
job.
because they were basically the engines of like the Fallout cars, which are
Yeah.
small reactors, and they were all hooked together, powering the clown.
Right.
Yep.
But we
clown-
did-
clonadium, whatever it is. And
Yep, that sounds right.
yeah, and so my awesome character ended up accidentally jumping into the middle of all of them and almost blowing everything up.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Perfect.
But we didn't.
But we didn't.
We didn't.
The
We got the
important-
the factory is up and running smoothly.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yep.
So great. Thanks to a good roll by Hannibal, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a big
Yep.
combined, I think, with a help roll.
Yeah.
Like, it was a big concerted effort. Now Hannibal has passed out. And, well, I think got hit in the head by
Yeah.
a gun accidentally.
Or
Sounds
maybe an
about right.
overdose of whatever they're inhaling.
Yeah.
That is
So-
very suspicious.
Hannibal's knocked out. We see the extravagance kind of coming back, and everybody has like some version of a little trophy. Like one of them has like a polka dot headband. Another one has like a strip of like fake orange hair tied around his arm. Like he took the wig and put his hand through the wig, right?
yeah.
Like and just pulled it up as a arm piece.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
It's a shrug now.
yeah. So everybody's got a little something.
Okay.
What did Extrabeth take?
Well, the thing she would take, if I think it's kind of up to you, because if any of the clowns didn't want to die horribly and wanted to convert, she would take new followers.
Oh yeah, I think probably towards the end, like maybe half a dozen.
Yeah.
We're like, oh. So yeah, if you gave them some indication that they have a chance to surrender, then they would.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's roll hot.
Okay.
Just to see how many we get. Because they're going to have to be convinced that they're actually going to get to
So I'm
surrender.
being charismatic, right?
Yes.
Which means I get to roll weird.
Of
instead
course
of
you do.
hot.
Of course. Yes, you're convincing them to do a thing.
Okay. 9.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll go a few less. Let's have, like, 5 people have,
Okay. Yeah, because I think she was probably berserking kind of hard and forgot to be like, oh, right, yeah. Do you want to not die?
yeah.
All you have to do is believe in me.
Yeah. So you've got 5 clowns that are going to come back and not be
Yeah.
clowns anymore, and they also help kind of point out where there's like 3 Brahmin and like 4 dogs and some chickens.
Yay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff around. There's also, you see the wagon parked with the water. Your like bad water.
Yeah.
Kind of parked nearby, and you probably don't want that.
Don't want that water.
Yeah.
We could use it as a weapon, though.
Well, you did.
I mean, again.
Oh, I see. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Exactly.
It is the apocalypse. So, given that we're pretty well wrapped up here. Oh, shoot.
But we didn't mention the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Sparkle.
Oh, yes, right.
Sparkle
That's
the
what happened.
Fishman
Yeah.
came
Came
up.
that.
In a classic diving helmet.
Yeah.
The suit is a little more cobbled together.
Yeah.
But the diving helmet is full of water. And this person is, for anyone who wasn't clear last time or missed our beach episode, the fish people are kind of like Shape of Water, Abe Sapien, like abs, gills, and scales, right? Long clawed fingers, sharp teeth.
Needle-sharp
They're
teeth.
fish eaters, So that's
Not just fish.
no, but that's
Not just.
they need sharp teeth,
Yeah.
right? They're not. They don't have flat agrarian teeth.
No.
That was what I meant.
Yep.
And then individuals have a lot of variation of like ear fins or like ridges or all kinds of various things. And so Sparkle is the character Jay played in our beach episode, and I now have full control of. But I may look to you and ask, like what feels authentically Sparkle to
I think
you?
you got a good sense of Sparkle.
But Sparkle is a tough guy, solo adventuring fishman.
Yeah.
Right? He
Armed
was
to the gills.
masculine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Armed to the gills.
Yeah.
Bing, bang, bang.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the wordplay
That
that you
joke
come here
doesn't hold
for.
water.
Oh.
Hey.
Ooh, boy, we're going to drown in these.
Yes. Has a great big sledgehammer on its back.
That's right. Rocket powered sledgehammer.
Couple, probably a few firearms options.
Yep. Number of guns.
Yep.
Sawed-off shotgun, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, that's the person who has come up out of the drain. And you all are sort of catching your breath. I imagine the extravagants are just now coming in from the inside,
Okay.
and here's this person standing in the middle who's clearly not affiliated with any clowns.
Definitely not a clown.
What kind of was Sparkle more like green, blue, purple? Like what kind
Purple.
of
I think he was purple.
scaly? Yeah, purpley scales.
Purpley
Okay.
scales. Some
Okay, cool.
ridges.
Yeah, awesome.
No fins, but lots of ridges.
Okay, cool. So the person is standing there. It's pretty clear what you're looking at. It's a little distorted because like the fishbowl helmet is like, what am I? Yep, okay,
Yep.
that's for real. This is happening. So Extrabeth comes in from outside. There are several bloody clowns in tow, but everyone's looking pretty chill at this point. So.
I'm not sure chill would be the word I would use.
I mean, they'll get a makeover once we get back to the
Okay.
vault. It's fine.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Did you have the name of that dog written down? I forgot to bring it.
Yes, it was L Woods.
L. Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Great.
my god.
It's actually L Woods,
Yeah.
but we're going to pronounce it L Woods.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh.
Wow.
So yeah, the dogs have tags, and one of them is L Woods.
Yeah.
I love it. It's very good.
The group of you are
L
here.
Wood singular. Sorry.
L Wood.
Yeah.
L Wood. Okay.
Elwood.
The fishman has come up and said something along the lines of, I'm going to kill some clowns. And what do you do?
Oh, these are no longer clowns. They're extravagants now. I'm pretty sure all the clowns are dead.
Yeah, definitely all the clowns are dead. All the clowns who are here are very dead.
Yeah.
We're sort of in charge here
Gestures
now.
broadly at clown shrapnel.
What are extravagants?
Well, these are the extravagants. They are my followers.
They just look like bloody people.
Well, they are less extravagant when covered in blood, but you should see them party.
I like to party.
Oh.
And how did you get here? Who are you?
My name is Sparkle, and I have walked a long ways
Yeah.
from the ocean to avenge my brothers and sisters and siblings who were killed by clowns.
Oh.
I knew the chicken could learn to talk. The fish can do it. The chicken can.
All I'm saying is if you listen to me a little more about chaos theory, you would understand this.
I'll try.
We'll go over it
Try.
again.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, I'm
But-
sorry you haven't. You know, you came all this way and can't get your vengeance as these clowns are
Yeah.
already dead. That is disappointing.
Yeah, but it's lovely to meet you. I mean, thank you for coming.
Oh, yes.
But we've taken care of the clowns.
You killed the clowns.
Yes.
Yes.
As many as we could find.
Then I thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. We were about to go back to our vault. Would you, I guess, like to join us?
Well, you have a vault.
Yeah. We all came from a vault.
I did as well.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It will be nice to have somewhere safe to rest.
Yeah, I mean, you must have been walking for a while, all the way from the ocean.
Yes.
Ah, that's a long ways.
That is far.
Yeah. Well, we definitely need to get back because we have people that need attending to. Our friend Hannibal has passed out. Someone needs to do something about my legs. I'm not sure what or how.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you aware before that they do that?
Not so much.
Your
Not
skeleton
so
is
much.
shinier than expected.
It's I feel good about it. I think this is a good thing. I'm just going to need to, get some skin back on there.
It's very extra.
Yeah.
It's extra. I'm not sure how far it goes. I should probably get myself checked out.
That seems wise. I might be able to help with the skin part.
Why don't we go back to what's the name of our town? Totally blanked on it.
Overlook.
Overlook.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Why don't we go back? We should get everyone back to Overlook and get some medical care and rest, and then try to figure out what we're going to do with this here.
Hark's just kind of like staring at the fish person.
How much fish can we see
He's bigger
through
than
this
you.
outfit?
Oh, he's bigger than. Wow.
Yeah, wasn't he like 6'6"?
So, yeah, it was real
Yeah.
big, especially in the diving.
Oh
suit.
yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit more too. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, how much fish can we see through the helmet and whatnot?
Really, just his head.
Yeah,
just
but
that.
his head is like clearly.
Definitely.
Yeah, and there's like
Purple
it's
fish person.
bubbles in the water, and like,
Cool.
kind of purpley iridescent scales.
Shiny, I like it.
Yeah,
Very shiny.
yeah.
Hence the name.
Acceptable. Is shiny, can be friends with.
Yeah, and actually it looks like there's like a couple sidearms and a rifle and this big old there's a sledgehammer that looks like it has some sort of engine on it.
Ooh, that's fun.
Not sure what that does, but also has a number of little things that he's picked up. Like there's a teddy bear tied to his belt, and a
Has one house.
yeah, like a like rolled up poster that's like it was rolled up neatly and now it's like jammed and kind of like folded in parts, but like so whatever is on it, he was like, oh, I'll take that.
I like that.
So there's lots of just little accoutrement that he's picked up along the way that doesn't look like beach material.
No,
Looks
okay.
like things that he's picked up along the way.
Hermit crab.
There's always
Exactly.
a little. There's always a little hermit
Yeah.
crab in there.
He's got like
Shiny.
pockets and stuff in his diving suit and all that.
Got some good stuff for barter, sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I guess we should go. We should probably leave some extravagance here to guard the place.
guard and zhuzh it up a
Yeah,
bit.
zhuzh it up.
Oh, you need to find a way to save all the animals.
We'll take the animals.
Take the animals with us,
We'll
obviously.
take the animals with us to overlook.
This, which clown told me, former clown, sorry, where all the animals are located?
That would be Jester, but she wants to be called Jess now.
Jess has helpfully pointed out all the locations of the animals. So there's this many Brahmin and dogs and whatnot. I think we can round them up and
Yeah.
take them all back.
Yeah. Do we just ask them to come with us? Can you teach other animals to talk, Mr. Fish?
I am not an animal.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And
She's never met anyone from the ocean
I
before.
eat fish.
Okay, my chickens eat meat too. They eat. Yeah,
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
they have little teeth.
yep. We'll ask the animals nicely to come with us, and they will. They'll be just fine.
Can you point out which ones are chickens?
The chickens aren't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm teaching the chickens to talk.
I don't know that one.
Why I'm interested.
Yeah.
well, you can spend some time with Hart a little later, and she can teach you all about the animals.
Okay.
And you'll learn all about all the different animals we have, and the Brahmin, and the chickens, and the
Talk to
dogs,
the animals.
and everything.
Learn their languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can swap with
Yeah.
animals.
Nice.
Before we go, I do want to visit, I don't think I managed to get upstairs at any point yet. I do want to go to where Dr. Giggles had his set up.
Oh,
See
that
if
all
there's-
fell down.
It all did fall
Yeah,
down.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
all of the catwalk was
Okay.
exploded, and then the whole office that was in the
Yeah.
corner came down in a big mess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It got real messy.
Never mind.
yeah,
Just wanted
there
to
were
take the
some
stuff.
computer, you could see computer parts.
Yeah.
There were some computers in there.
Yeah.
There are. There are some caps. So let's go with everyone take 3 barter. Let's remember to give Hannibal his 3 barter when he gets back.
3
Yep.
barter.
Write that down.
That's great. We do a nice looting.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely enough for 3 barter. And then, probably some on top of that, depending on what you want to do. But for now, that's like a quick smash and grab kind of resource. So there were a number of weapons and computers in there. Those are all broke.
Yeah.
But the cache of stash caps. Yeah, caps stash. That was hard to say. Sorry.
It's okay.
It was the most recoverable thing in there.
Right.
And then out back, there is a pen of Brahmin and another one for so the Brahmin and the chickens are kind of together, and then the dogs have their own fenced-in area.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there are 3 Brahmin,
Sweet.
4 dogs,
Cool. Great.
and let's say 5 chickens.
Let's bring them on back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hart, you can show Sparkle. Those are the chickens.
Okay. He stumps over there. he's like the size of your armor.
Yeah.
Really. And he's trying to pick up a chicken, and they're not interested in being picked up. Also, Hart, please roll sharp. Wait, is it sharp in this? I don't know.
I don't know.
What is this game?
I don't know.
Sharp.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were asking, is it sharp you're rolling? I'm like, I don't know. You're telling me to roll it, so I'm guessing.
There's too many PBTAs in my head.
There's a lot of them.
Is that a 6 or a 1?
That's a 6.
Okay.
It's a Wonder Woman symbol. Of course
Yeah.
it's a
Okay.
6.
Copy that.
So 9 plus nothing.
Okay. 9.
Straight 9. Very smart about chickens.
So I'm going to give you some information.
Okay.
But on a 7 and 9, go ahead and ask one of the questions from Rita Sitch.
Ooh, okay.
So it's the top right corner of.
Yes, the basic moves. What What should I be on the lookout for?
I'm gonna answer that in the negative.
Okay.
In that there is, you're like 99% certain this room is clean. Like, there is nothing to be concerned about in the immediate area. I mean, you're still in the wasteland,
Yeah.
right? But this place is wiped. Like, the turrets are down because the computers are broken. There's not much in the way of surprises left.
Okay.
As you're looking around, the bit I wanted to give you on a good roll is that these chickens look different from your chickens. They're a little bit smaller, and they don't have like ridged, sharp beaks. And you can tell right away. You're like, because they're dangerous. Right? You've been bitten, and like,
Bandages on my
yeah.
face.
You have to be careful with them.
Yeah.
And you learned pretty quickly. Like, oh, okay, don't let them bite you.
Yeah.
These ones have they're just beaks,
They're regular.
right? And they look medium dangerous. Like, don't get pecked, but it's not going to take a finger off.
Okay.
Whereas your chickens can.
These are not special chickens like my chickens. I don't think these are smart enough to learn to talk.
Oh,
Oh.
that's interesting.
Well, I'm sorry for them.
Sparkle is like stomping after one and keeps like trying to pick it up, and it moves away, and he tries to pick it up, and it moves away. He's like getting ready to just shoot it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just ask them. Chickens, come this way
What
together,
if we took the
please.
water out and put the animals in the cart?
Yes.
Not the Brahmin, obviously. They can walk on
The
foot.
Brahmin can pull the cart.
Yes.
Yes, and maybe we'll throw Hannibal.
Put Hannibal. We should put Hannibal in the
We'll
cart.
put him in with the chicken.
Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll put all the animals.
I think that will work. These chickens will not eat him.
Yeah, I think that'll be all right.
Yes.
Oh, good.
That's good. Real concerned about your idea about chickens, but we will come to that later.
Pretty sure
You hold
that's
the
what
chickens with like little bandages all over them.
Your
So-
chickens are special.
You get so by the way, you're in like the back of the building, with the opposite of where the front is, where you sent pancakes out.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, just so we're clear on kind of the layout. And the front of the building is the direction you have to go to get home.
Right.
Okay.
Right, so that you have to go around the building to get home.
Right.
You tip this. A sparkle helps you like tip the thing out of there, the big barrel.
Just pour it in the
That's
dirt.
clunk. That's out. I think between him and Hart, two of you can get that done. Then you manage to scoop up the chickens, load them up. The dogs are just interested in what you're doing anyway. They're going to follow you.
Yeah.
Plus, you all smell like meat and blood.
True.
So
True.
Making friends.
they're like, "Hey, you smell good."
Open head wound Harry. Yep,
Yeah.
That's great.
And the Brahmin will just go where you tell them to go. So, having the chickens in there and a bunch of the like extra guns that aren't broken and just like loot and general resources that the town is going to find helpful.
Yeah.
That's good.
That you're going to want that in case anyone rolls up and
Yeah.
tries to make a problem here while you're away. Although you're leaving a
I do want
garrison.
to leave
Yeah.
a few extravagance and one of the converted clowns
Yeah.
because I
They'll
want to have
know.
somebody who's familiar with it and knows
Okay.
what shit is, but I want them outnumbered just
Right.
in case they get any ideas.
Okay.
Yep. Before we head off, while this is all going on, I want to pull Extrabeth aside for a little side chat as she's directing them.
Okay. While this is happening, a bunch of the converted clowns are talking to the extravagance, and they're getting rid of anything that looks like clown outfit. And the extravagance are like giving them things to wear instead. So they're like ripping shirts into like little
makeover
like
time.
mini kilts
Crop
and
tops.
Yay, crop tops.
yeah.
Crop tops for everyone.
Which is fine. They just know they don't want to go to town looking like clowns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
So-
don't want them
Yeah,
walking.
yeah,
the
they're getting their
distance
makeup
here.
off,
Yeah.
and the extravagance are helping them with the makeup remover
course,
and
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the background scene.
Perfect.
So you
Yeah.
guys walk away from everyone
Yeah,
a little bit.
pull Extrabeth away from everyone. Don't worry about the legs right now. We're going to deal with that later.
Yeah.
So, I can't remember if I told you this, but I've had some conversations with Overseer Moss, and her plan is to destroy Overlook
Oh, that won't
entirely before we use the Gek. She wants to blow the whole town up and does not particularly care if she kills everyone.
Well,
I'm not a fan of that.
No, I mean, they could all be converted.
Exactly.
And many of them already have.
Exactly.
She will not kill my followers.
And I think we want to avoid a fight over that. So I was thinking we, zhuzhed up this and made it nice, we could maybe try to convince the people of Overlook to move here.
Oh.
And I'm thinking if you're leaving your garrison to sort of move it towards that to make this livable and nice as a sort of outpost of our vault and our people.
At the very least, it would make a nice vacation home.
Exactly. At the minimum.
I agree. I think we can tart this place up nicely.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of good. It's got good bone structure.
Yeah, it's got good bones.
Easily defensible as long as you're not a clown.
Exactly. We've got that. There's that whole secret tunnel. I think this is and it's got power.
It is good.
Which is really key.
I think we might have to do something about Overseer Moss, though.
That's very possible.
That seems like a problem for future us.
For future us.
It is a problem.
But yeah, I'm on the same page. That might be a problem down the road. But yeah, you and I, when we get back, we'll loop everyone else in and try to work towards getting the people from Overlook to move here first.
We can have the congregation start kind of just subtly putting that idea into the heads of everyone during the brunch.
How nice it is.
Yes.
It's good. It's got good light.
Mm-hmm. It's got good
light.
light.
What a great view. It's really nice.
View.
It's very secure. It'll be very warm.
Now, just a little out of character update, and also for folks listening who don't totally remember, the Gek is the Garden of Eden creation kit,
right.
and it's supposed to create a nice arable plot of land where you can plant, and it's going to be, more vibrant than the surrounding wasteland, and just instantly create wealth, basically, right? That's kind of the goal of the Gek.
Right.
And then also, Jay, I just want to make sure Syndy has this knowledge that Overseer Moss has been getting increasingly antsy and impatient to carry out her plan.
That's right.
So anything that's going to take a great deal of time will eventually overwrite your hypnotism of her. Because she is...
She wants to...
That programming is deep.
Yep. She wants this to happen soon.
Yeah.
So we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah. Just so that's out there.
That's a good... Thank you for that reminder.
Yeah. Okay.
We also should remember... We also should remember that the water in Clown City is fucked for right now.
That's right.
So we need to be careful of that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, don't drink the water
Don't
here.
drink the water. Nobody drink the water.
Yeah, that tank will just put it aside, put an X on it.
Yeah.
Don't drink this water.
No drink.
Unless strangers come, then give them that water.
Yeah, as long as they're rude,
Right.
Ooh. I have an idea.
I like it already.
Yes. What if Overseer Moss drank that water?
That's not a terrible idea.
If I recall, the Gek is portable? Or does it...
Oh yeah, it's like in a it's the biggest size rolling suitcase you could take on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
Like you'd have to check the bag, but it's like that size. It's not in a convenient rolly case, but it's
It could be.
yeah.
But you can deploy it anywhere?
Yeah, you just have flip it open and go through whatever the instructions say. And I think Hannibal was the only one who'd actually been part of any of the Gek training that's happened in the vault.
All right.
So when Hannibal wakes up, we need to talk to him about that, because I'm just throwing this out there. If Overseer Moss were to, me forbid, become ill
Right.
in some way from possibly, say, drinking some water that she shouldn't have,
Right.
and be incapacitated, someone should deploy the Gek. But this place has a lovely view, and it could be deployed here.
It could be, that's true, where there's power and a defensible fortress and all of that, as opposed to a rickety town.
I know, right? And we're a little bit further along for trading.
Yep. A little bit
here,
closer to closer to the boneyard that we've heard so much about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I don't like this idea.
Yeah. I mean, I like the chapel where it is,
Yeah.
but
we can move it.
We could move it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So let's rejoin the group and start getting ourselves ready. because we also have to make sure we get Hannibal fixed up, because
Yeah.
whatever's happening to Hannibal is not good, and we want to address it quickly.
Yeah. He's not looking so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can find a wig for him, but fingernails, I don't know.
That's too much. That's too far.
So you load him up into the cart too.
Yep.
And the chickens are like, and then they just ignore him because
Okay.
they're not carnivorous monster chickens that Hart has.
Monster chickens again.
Hart bought them off a cart.
Oh boy.
Seemed legit.
She'd
They
never
did-
seen a chicken before.
They did turn out to be special chickens.
Yeah,
They're very special.
She didn't know.
They're very, very special chickens.
Very special.
So the group of you, you're putting everything together. Anything else we need to establish before we head out?
I had told the armor and and pancakes to go back to Overlook. So I'm gonna just as we're going, make sure, look for the mech tracks.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. As we're packing up, anything that we need to establish?
No.
No, I think pretty good.
And you're just taking a small container of the bad water.
Just a little one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because we got rid of all the bad water that's actually in Overlook. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just take just a couple, like a gallon.
Okay. So when you take water out of that, Sparkle comes over. He's like, "Oh, this is good. I need to refill."
Ooh,
No, not this.
This is not good water.
I think sometimes you people are flimsy.
This is purposefully bad
This is
water.
this is like poison
We
water.
used it to hurt the clowns.
It's irradiated. It's full of toxins. It's bad.
Radiation is fine for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mean the tick tick tick? He has like a old, older model Pip-Boy. Now that you could see, it's kind of built into his diving suit, and you didn't notice it at first because it was it looks different from yours. But
All right.
yeah,
I mean, maybe
but-
try a wee tiny glass of it first.
Even then, it might be a little beyond your.
Yeah. So it's not just radiation. It's wastewater.
oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Yeah, that's what we figured. But we're taking it for a different purpose.
But we do have better water back in
Yes,
town.
yeah. When we get back to town, you'll be able to refill. We have great clean water
Okay.
for you.
He does a little and the water in the helmet goes down into his suit.
Yeah.
So he must have more capacity in there, and chunk, and lifts his helmet off and clips it to the back of his suit.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to carry it around. He's like, oh, I just want to stretch a little bit.
So you breathe air too. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
When it's and he horks out a bunch of water, and yep, and see his gills flex,
Yeah.
and
Just a matter of preference.
it's convenience, but I like the helmet. It's more comfortable most of the time. I want to make sure I can hear what everyone's saying. Sometimes it's hard to understand you people.
Art just looks very excited.
That's honestly a fair assessment.
Yeah, that's legit. That's legit.
Yes, like your chickens,
Yes.
apparently.
Yeah.
Is that talk?
So Hart's
They don't
grinning
talk
at him.
quite yet. Yeah, just very excited. This is a new thing.
Yeah. His
She likes animals and she likes people that talk, and this is a thing that is both.
yeah. His iridescent eyebrow ridges go up, and he sort of smiles back all this is rows of sharp teeth. Wait, there might be 2 rows of teeth on each, double row, like a shark.
Oh, yeah.
Like my
There's
chickens.
too many teeth in there. That's whatever it is.
Pull back in a horrifying rictus.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem like a threat display.
No, yeah.
It's just this is his friendly smile. It's just a horror show. Okay, so as you're getting everything packed up and you've convinced Sparkle not to have any of the water, you hear... now, Hart, when you use the minigun, You are trained to do like controlled, like that's your
How you're supposed to use it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't just waste ammo all over the place.
Oh dear. Okay.
And you hear like 5 bursts of that.
Oh, okay.
Of they're controlled, but 5 bursts is like
That's a lot.
like
a lot.
a person needs one. One burst is that person is gone. Like a small group of people, 1 burst of bullets of rounds from the minigun. So.
Pancakes.
And it's just from
Pancakes.
the other side of the building.
Oh boy.
Other side of the building?
Yeah,
From
the
the front
factory.
door.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was supposed to go farther away. So she's gonna like pull out her big gun that she'd taken from Pancakes and like start
yeah.
like
Oh yeah, that assault rifle.
yeah. She had the assault rifle and
Okay.
start doing like the combat like run.
Unnecessary
cover to cover.
somersault.
Yeah, totally. Like
That's good.
in that direction.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sparkle perks right up at that noise too.
Oh, yeah.
He's apparently very aware of what that noise
Yeah.
is, and pulls probably the rifle off of his back. Take a hammer to a gunfight. So let's.
Yep.
I guess we should investigate.
We should definitely investigate this.
They seem to be doing it. We'll find out in a minute.
I run with them with my
Okay.
clanking weird legs.
Roll sharp for me, please.
Alright. Ooh. That's a 4.
Opposite of
You
sharp.
got anything that... Nope, nothing here, nothing helpful at all.
Okay. Can you ask one of the questions from Rita Sitch, please?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna prepare for the worst. Which enemy is my... What should I be on the lookout for?
It just seems like there's got to be more clowns around here.
Oh, good God.
Right? So your head is on a swivel.
Yeah.
You're not focused at all.
No.
And you're looking everywhere.
Everywhere for clowns.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any clowns, but looking
Right.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you're pretty quick.
good. Yep.
And what you were hanging out with Extrabeth.
Yeah.
Extrabeth, when you see Syndy running, you can see, which was what Syndy was rolling to notice, but she missed. They missed. You could see Cindy's like robotic feet now free of like shoes and flesh. The toes and like the heel have grippers on them
Ooh.
and are like grabbing concrete and running. Like they look more like
Neat.
bird talons.
Yeah.
Cool.
Whereas normally like metal feet running on concrete would be very slippery.
Yeah.
These are like crunch, crunch,
Not if
crunch.
you're part velociraptor.
Yeah, they're just grabbing in. Unfortunately, her like great grip running and like looking everywhere, she goes running out past the side of the building and collides with a giant scorpion in river. Like the scorpion is backing up
Oh no.
and it's like wounded, but it's like, and then you run into the side of the
Oh,
scorpion.
that's great. Oh, that's going to be great. That's
So,
great.
do you roll hard to fight, Cindy?
Let's see. Hold on. For fighting. Yeah, it looks like I do.
Okay, so please roll that.
All
It's
right.
not exactly go aggro.
It's not exactly go aggro, so I don't get to use Devil with a Blade.
Yeah, not
But I've
this time
added.
because you're getting caught off guard.
So so just do battle.
Yeah.
+1, rolling hard.
Okay,
Woo, a 10.
that's a 10. Okay, excellent.
Yes. All right.
You crash into this thing and just ridiculously fast reflexes. You avoid the tail that was like instinctively coming for you,
Yep.
twist out of the way, flip over this thing, and put a knife up in its guts out of instinct.
Yeah.
This knife is not enough to stop a giant scorpion. Just like, oh, and you like roll back. Yeah.
Get
so
to a minimum safe distance.
yeah, your instincts won out. Extrabeth, you got to watch this. It was just like
That was very good.
pretty good.
To remember that dance move.
It
for-
almost looks like they did it
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
So you're all coming around the side of the building, and there's a scene of like 3 dead giant scorpions, and one of them gets a burst in the face, and your power armor with pancakes in it just kicks it in the face and like smushes it the rest of the way in,
Nice.
and that one falls. And then she turns to shoot at the other one, and Syndy is right next to it, and she's like, "Whoa!" and pulls the minigun up because it's not a precise weapon.
Yeah. Also, good job, pancakes, though.
Yeah. Or just the armor. I hope
glad
pancakes is
accidentally
okay.
Malcolm
knocked on
Joy?
her a little.
So all of the scorpions are down now?
3 of them are down, 1 is up, and it got stabbed and it looks wounded, but it's also right next to Syndy.
I'm going to level, I have a stun gun.
Oh, like a taser electricity kind of thing? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have a ranged stun gun, so I'm going to try and stun it so it's easier to
Okay, cool.
take down. What am I rolling with?
You would roll go aggro, which is hard.
Okay. Which is, I don't have anything in that.
It's better than a minus.
8.
Was that doubles?
Yes.
Too bad it doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
Got me all excited for a
I
second.
know,
there.
right?
Somebody gets a thread.
Somebody somewhere gets a thread. Wait, what's her name? The Uber driver?
Karen.
Karen gets a thread. Somewhere. She's like, dang.
Hey.
She's playing Fallout.
Yeah, she's playing Fallout and
Yeah.
smoking hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of threads, we didn't highlight anything.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
do
that
that
would
now.
be good to know.
Let's do that
Since we're
now.
rolling stuff.
Extrabeth, who do you have the most HX with?
Hannibal's not here.
Okay, who's next?
Hart and Syndy are tied.
Mm,
We'll go with Syndy for telling me a big secret this
Ah,
game.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And for that, I want to see you, as always, get weird.
Yay!
Yep.
Let's make it weird.
and I want to see you rip someone's face off, so mark hard, please.
Okay. Face ripping. Got it.
Hard.
Yes. Extra actually has the most with me.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Hart, do something cool.
Okay. Nice.
All right. And hard.
Hard.
Because hard.
Excellent.
Okay. Jay?
Uh,
Syndy?
Syndy, it would be extra.
Okay.
Because Hannibal's not here.
Okay. Let's keep it on brand and make it hot.
Hot. I like that.
And I still, I like the knife-wielding badass, but mark hard as well.
All right.
And who do you have the most HX with?
Heart.
Hart.
I'd like to see you get weird.
All right.
That's what I was going to say, too. Let's do hot as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The other one I was going to
Yeah.
pick.
We're a good team.
Fucking teamwork.
Get weird and hot, please, as
Yes.
much as possible.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
On
Does
brand.
that apply
Accurate.
retroactively because I already rolled weird?
Yes.
Yay!
Absolutely. Whatever you rolled in the last second,
Oh,
if you
cool.
rolled out,
Okay.
go ahead and mark your XP for that. Remember, you only get to mark it once for the tagged stat, but
Yep.
it's still XP. So,
Woohoo.
And that means I get to level up.
sweet. Do you need any playbooks or
No, I
Okay.
Got
Okay,
all
cool.
the things from that.
Malcolm Joy.
Yes. I had rolled an 8 using my stun gun.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Thank
Can
you.
I imagine that, like, this is happening while Malcolm is catching up with Extra and just like, oh, hey, Beth, how's it going? Just blah, 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 pulls out, like, a stun gun and, like, just, like, fires it off. Scorpion.
How do you picture your stun gun working? Does it?
I don't think it's, like, I don't envision it with the coils.
Yeah,
like
it would
you're
just
thinking.
be a long ways to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's more, like, kind of got that, like, shockwave, like, a little, like, zap that actually just, like, lightning bolts
Oh,
out
sure.
of it.
That could work. It could be like a battery-powered dart as well. It could be a wub, like a...
I was thinking more like it's got like prongs on the end, so it actually just generates like a
Oh,
little
okay,
like,
yeah.
electric
So
shock.
just a little...
Yeah.
Okay. You blasted out there. You've got a 7 to 9. And so, yeah, we have a problem with this every time. The battle moves are weird.
Yeah, and it's weird because this isn't about harm.
Yeah.
It's, it says S harm, so I'm guessing it's really more about it's stun harm.
Yeah, that's fine. It still adds up the same. It's just if you get knocked out, and part of it is stun harm. You're not killed.
Sure.
So, Extra, you have the using gang as a weapon page, right?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
because I have a holding now.
Good.
Yay.
So, what does the weapon say? What its amount of harm?
It just says S harm hand reload.
Oh, it doesn't say how much harm?
No, it literally has the letter
okay.
S and then dash harm.
Well, I'm gonna just have it be temporarily stunned then.
Yeah, I think
It's,
that's the intent. Is that
it's rigid. It's vibrating a little bit, and it's like slowly recovering. We can tell it's not out of the fight, but it is for the moment not able to return harm. So, if anyone wants to exchange harm, you're not going to get any back. So,
cool.
I actually don't have that page.
I'll need that back. I'll print you a new one.
Okay.
Or if you want to take a picture,
Yeah, I do want to take
it'll last longer. Heart, you got your gun out.
Yep. If I see her stun one, I'll probably walk straight up to it and just in the head.
Yeah, okay, just executioner style.
Yeah, that was my gun.
The sound of a firearm going off.
That's exactly what they sound like.
Not good,
Yep.
good noises.
Nailed it. First try. Let's roll hard. I mean, you really. This is not a difficult roll. I just want to see what happens.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh my.
And I get a thing.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so yeah, you just blast this thing in the head. It rips through the armor as you're able to kind of see where the armor ends and the seams are and where this thing moves. And you blast it. It spatters yucky scorpion blood all over the ground. And it collapses, and it looks like these 4 are the only scorpions there are to deal with.
Okay.
All right.
And you're just left with the spinning down sound of the minigun,
All
of
right.
the, and as it.
I'm gonna run straight over to the power armor and start looking at it and making sure it's okay. Trying to open it. Is there an outdoor trigger to open it?
Not
No.
really,
Okay.
because you don't want people to be able to open it.
That's true. Pancakes? Pancakes?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, are you okay?
I think so. It tried to bite me.
Yeah, it couldn't have. But good job. Very nice shooting. Good with the shooting.
You can see several indentations of where the tails hit, and there's a poison smear on the armor, but that's not it's not dangerous. It's just oh, that would have sucked.
Yeah. Are you still bleeding a lot?
Probably. I can't see my leg.
Yeah, that's a thing. Does it feel like you're bleeding?
My leg feels wet.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
We should get you. We should
Not syrup.
Yeah. We should. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Are you sure it's not syrup? Is what Extrabeth would like to know.
No, I said it's not syrup.
Oh, she already knows it's not syrup. She can tell. She's magic.
Yeah, I know a lot of things.
Can she help me?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You have to come out, though.
Yeah.
of
This is
the
a long
armor.
pause. And then, and the whole thing folds out, and she steps out and is steps down, good leg, and then bad leg, and she just tumbles.
Okay.
Are you gonna catch her?
Can I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I,
Okay.
do the,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pick up pancakes
Okay.
and carry her over.
She puts her arms around your neck.
Yeah.
Aww.
It really hurts.
Yeah. There must be something with the armor. People who ride in it have bad luck with legs.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna,
Minus
put her
10
gently
to
in front of
leg
you.
with your armor.
The armor.
Your legs are fine.
They are
now.
There's
Now.
still a giant gash and blood from it too. At least our blood will be together in the suit. So I set her down nicely in front of Extrabeth.
Yeah.
Gently.
I think, okay, it's been a little while. I feel like I made some, blood packs.
You
At
had
the last
you had a
brunch.
couple of experimental ones.
Yeah.
That will still trigger your open your brain
Okay.
move.
Yeah.
until you can refine them somehow.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hit her
I
with
don't
one of
have
those.
To like cut myself just here.
Yeah. Okay. Is it like a injector kind of thing, or?
No, it's probably like a shot in like a test tube or something.
Oh, okay. So she has to drink your blood.
Yeah.
Okay, gross.
All right. Cool. Cool. This is a great
All right.
religion. This is perfect.
Mixed with champagne or something.
Lovely.
Blood and champagne.
It's like
The extra.
It's
Beth
extra.
it's a rosé.
It's a blood orange mimosa.
Yeah.
you
Blood
guys.
orange. Yeah.
Literal on the blood.
Oh, this is great.
Bloody extra.
The drink now. We have to come up with a
Oh,
cocktail.
bloody
That's
extra.
a bloody extra.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
No, it's literally just a mimosa, but you make it with blood orange.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Accurate. Done.
There's got to be a way to put a float of something in there. Yeah, no.
Oh, the
Chambord,
grenadine.
grenadine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So please roll. Open your brain.
Okay. I just roll weird for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Rolling high on this is good
Yeah.
because you'll have a lot more control. Where's the what?
Uh-oh.
Open your brain. On a hit, the MC tells you something new and interesting about the current situation. Might ask you a question or two. Answer them. On a 10 plus, I give you good detail. So you are watching Pancakes take the shot, and her leg immediately stops bleeding, and gradually she's very pale anyway, right? So like colors coming back to her skin, and the blood has stopped, and she seems like is immediately getting better, right?
Sweet.
But you have a brief aside where you're back in the vault.
Ooh.
And you're at, you're sitting at Overseer Moss's desk, and you're adjusting some like written down plans and orders about like distribution of explosives, and like who's gonna drop off what, who's trusted, who isn't trusted. Deliver this one with a robot because it's probably not going to get out of there in time.
Is anyone...
And you can see
Okay.
the clock on the wall says it's 6 p.m.
Oh.
And you finished up killing clowns at about 3 p.m.
Oh.
And the vision ends, and you're yourself again.
Okay.
And you're aware that it's 3:15, something like that. And when you were taking your time, it was a 3-hour hike
Okay.
to get out here. And like if you were just going for a run or you could do it in a lot less, but with wagons and equipment and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and a bunch of people,
Yeah. Question. Were any of the people I give a crap about on the not trusted list?
There wasn't a not trusted list. It was like
okay.
these are people who are going to set explosives.
Yeah.
And they were like her close, either like a couple of political folks and a security guard and people like that, and none of them were church members.
Okay. Okay,
And
cool.
not Chick Norris.
No. Nope. And that is notable that Chick Norris was not on
Yeah.
that list.
All right, but I'm going to make a mental note of who those people were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just look at Syndy.
That's for your Christmas card list?
Nope. Nope, there will be repercussions. We need to get back to overlooking right now.
Oh.
The plan, Moss's plan is happening at 6 p.m.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Moss plan?
So, looping you guys in, apparently Overseer Moss is going to blow up Overlook before she unleashes the Gek.
At 6
What?
p.m.
And
today.
kill everyone
so,
in
talking
Overlook.
while walking.
Yeah.
So we should move quickly. You should probably leave more of your extravagance here because we have plenty more in town, so we can move quickly.
Yes, we'll take. I'll take 2 with us.
That's about how many have 0 injuries. There's like
Yeah.
2 or 3 who could definitely move full speed.
Okay.
Everyone else is like a little banged up or shot, and they're not, like, even with care and like whatever, they wouldn't be able to like sprint
Right.
the miles back to camp.
But
Yeah.
she's in charge of Overlook.
Well, Mayor Tandy is in charge of Overlook. Moss is in charge of our vault.
Right. But, I mean,
Checking in with her is going to be
Blowing
really
them
awkward
up.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty evil, right? Blowing up the extravagance.
The
All of the
whole town.
Overlook people
Wait.
who have converted.
This is pancakes. There's still people in there? She's gonna blow it up with people in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least she does not care if the people are there or not.
She's not going to blow it up with people in it because we're going to stop her.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Just like big blue eyes. It's like she's pretty panicky looking.
Yeah.
And sparkles.
but how are we supposed to save the people if they're blown up?
They're not
Well-
going to be blown up because she's going to blow them up in the future at 6 p.m. We have a couple hours.
Right, but, like, she's saying this as we're moving, by
Yeah.
the way. So,
Yeah.
We're moving. We're moving.
But we're supposed to come out of the vault and save the people.
Yeah, I don't. She doesn't see it that way. She sees that
She's
we
not
come
on
out of the
board.
vault and we get to be the people.
And what were the dance numbers for?
She's not on board with the dance numbers.
What a waste.
Remember? She
Yeah.
kept trying to cancel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. She never believed in the dance number. She never really believed in Extrabeth.
Yeah.
As
Even
you're
with pancakes.
Even with pancakes.
as you're going, Sparkle is also increasingly interested in your power armor.
Yeah.
He's like asking you a question like,
Yeah.
he doesn't 100% understand why we're suddenly in a hurry because he
Right,
was
yeah.
like looking over the like scorpion parts, like, oh, this
What's
is
fun here?
tears off the tail and like
Sure.
throws it on his
Wait,
back.
he grabbed one of the tails with the
Yeah.
scorpion tail with that
Yeah.
got some poison in it.
Yeah.
That could be of use.
I know, I wanted one of those and then we got distracted.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, he just straps that over his shoulder because he's big enough that
Yeah.
like it's not going to be
Great.
immediately dangerous.
That's
Mix
great.
a little bit of that water with that
Yeah,
poison.
we got some water.
Takes
We
care of
got-
our moss
is
problem.
expecting me to check in.
Yes,
Oh.
that's
And
great.
honestly, I rather like Overlook. So
Yes. Oh, and we've got that other guy with us. That other guy made it. Okay. He's from another wasteland people.
What?
There was that guy Marcus, who came. What are the guys with the? They're the healers.
Oh yes, the followers.
The
Yeah,
followers.
yeah.
That guy we accidentally hypnotized a little.
That's
Yeah.
right. We hypnotized him kind of a lot.
That was on purpose.
That
we
was
did.
Yeah.
we hypnotized him a whole hell of a lot
Yeah, and then
to
he
overcome his.
he was out of the fight for some reason early on.
I feel like he was, but I feel like he was sort of there. So
Yeah. I think for this he might be recovering still. Like
All right.
I think the extravagants who are staying are going to have to look
all
after
right,
him
they
because
can look after him.
he like took a bad head wound.
Yep. And I'm sorry, Hart, for us to move quickly, we're going to have to leave the animals here. We'll come back for them.
Well, if Overlook's going to be blown up, they shouldn't go to Overlook.
Yes, see,
Yeah,
that's
we have to
Yeah.
make sure it's unblown up first,
Yeah.
and then they can
And
come.
then they can come.
That's right.
The chickens.
we have
That's
to
right.
save your
We gotta
chicken.
save the
have to
chickens.
hurry.
We gotta hurry.
All right.
So also Hannibal was in the cart, so we're probably just going to leave Hannibal as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can't take.
He's
Okay.
gonna slow us down.
So we have the 4 of you. We have Pancakes and we have Sparkle.
Yep.
Yep.
So 6
And
people.
two extra.
I could
Two
Oh,
probably-
and
extra.
2 extravagants.
I could probably carry pancakes, and Mr. Sparklefish could probably carry Hannibal.
But
Very
Hannibal is
large.
unconscious.
Hannibal's unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to metagame a little bit. So Tappy, if he returns, is with us.
Well, I could solve that.
Okay, cool.
Jet has many powers.
Yes. Okay.
It does.
Perfect. All right.
So yeah, but yeah, you get in your armor and carry pancakes,
Yeah.
and then we'll run alongside / behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
is Pancake still injured or completely
Not really. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Like 1 harm,
think
basically.
so.
Yeah.
No,
Well, then maybe I guess I don't need to carry her.
magic
Although
blood thing is crazy.
I could probably move faster than pancakes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, why don't we have pancakes drive the power armor then?
Oh,
And
I
then-
see. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm-
that makes sense. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
Sorry.
pancakes stay in the power armor. No,
Yeah.
that's great. No,
Okay.
that's good strategy.
Yes. All right, so
And then we
All right.
run.
She gets back in the armor and you hear, I know, hello.
Hello.
Okay. And then, yeah,
yeah,
you're off and running.
Yep.
The run across the wasteland is much faster. This is like a lot less far away than it felt like originally, right? Moving full speed like this, there are a number of situations where you have to like speed take down a couple of ghouls, you know, because you're making so much noise and they're just like, wah, boom, boom, you know.
I'll fix you later.
Yeah. A couple giant rats come up, just all this noise. But yeah, you go pounding into town, and it's like 5 o'clock. Right, you speed run in there. You've also been running for like an hour, right? This is tough.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to have you do is mark 1 harm, everybody, and we're going to treat that as the like, you really beat yourself up to get here, right? But you pull into town, and it's January, at 5 o'clock, the sun's like getting ready to go down, but it's still light out.
Clear from last session, though.
You really haven't had time to do that. Unless you wanted, I mean, the time we were standing around, maybe Malcolm could have taken a look, or
Probably.
Okay.
should we? Yeah, let's.
Just one.
Like a
So it's
retro
one.
roll.
Well, let's see. What's your heal roll? I think it's
Healing
similar, right?
touch. It's roll plus weird.
Yeah, let's do that.
Weird is 0.
What could go wrong?
Oh, so many
It
things.
usually goes
That's
fine.
exciting.
That'd be fantastic.
Whoa!
Oh, double
So
sixes.
12.
Karen gets
Yay.
another thread.
So on a 10 plus heal 1 segment.
Oh, good.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I should probably do
And
that
I actually
too.
do get XP because I
Oh my God, you have so much
I
harm.
have so much harm. I
That's
had
where I
a
was
lot
too.
of harm.
I was like,
So
okay.
yeah, I should probably get a little healing touch going.
You want to chug a mimosa?
Yeah, I'll try the mimosa.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
another one of your shots. I'm going to say
Sure.
we're probably out of those now.
Yeah. Probably just had the 2.
Yeah. They're a little labor intensive to make.
And 11 again.
Okay, so I'm
Also
going to have you
doubles.
heal 2
Heal 2 harm. Cool.
because a lot of your artificial flesh heals a little faster.
That's artificial sounds so designed.
Man-made?
Creative.
Yeah.
Creative.
Did I get another vision?
Yeah, the process includes the one security person who was on that list, like taking the explosives over there, but really vacillating about. So they're putting it under like where the doctor's office was, basically.
Yeah.
But they're like sweating, and they don't want to do this. And you have the memory of them being threatened. You don't remember exactly what they were threatened with.
Oh.
But this person is not loyal. They're afraid for something serious.
Okay.
And so that's the one under the doctor's office.
Under the doctor's office. Got it. Okay. When we get to town, about what time is it?
It's about 5 o'clock.
Oh,
5 o'clock.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. I remember the list of people who were placing explosives. There's
Okay.
at least one that's going to waffle.
Okay.
Placing it under the doctor's office. I think we should find that person first.
All right.
And try and
Like waffle like pancakes.
no, not like
Not like pancakes.
wishy-washy. I can't make up my mind. You know, like
okay.
Swarovski or diamond. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we should definitely stop that person.
convince that one. I think I can send the extravagance to waylay some of the people.
Yes. Yep.
Spread out.
So yeah, get your extravagance doing that while you go see Overseer Moss.
Start working on her
Yeah.
in some way.
Just had another thought, but yes.
And I'll go for the guy. I can go for a vacillating guy
Vacillating.
because I can,
Oh, yes.
do my convincing
Convincing.
things.
So he's been threatened in some way.
Okay.
And it fears something. Find out what it is.
All right.
So I'm going to go into the chapel and round up the extravagance and say, emergency. some people are going to try to harm the town.
Mm-hmm.
They have been given false information. Here's who they are. You need to waylay them with any means necessary. I mean, try to convince, but
Yep.
do what you have to do.
Okay. I just want to start with what Malcolm, you had some other thought.
Yeah, I was just thinking things, but it's Overseer Moss is more important right now.
Okay. So you're going to rush into the vault and start there?
Straightened out my hair, of course.
Yeah.
Still looking like absolutely like the pristine white suit.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
Yeah, I understand. The dust does not touch Malcolm Joy.
No.
Okay, so yeah, you go in there. Everyone knows where the office is.
Mm-hmm.
Head straight to the overseer's office.
I'm going to look for something I can take in there with me, more like because I imagine you've passed off the Extrabeth's given me the dirty gross
water
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm looking in sort of the Extravagance's supplies to find a couple of fancy glasses and some champagne if I can, so
Yeah.
I can come in with.
Does the dirty water include scorpion poison, or did you not do that?
At this point, might as well.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Fast acting.
So basically I just want to have
Mm-hmm.
a couple of drinks that I'm coming in
Okay.
with.
The
with
water
checking
at this point is fairly bright green.
in. Okay.
But it does. I mean, it looks kind of fancy.
Sure.
You know, like it doesn't look like scum. It looks
Yeah.
like almost illuminated.
Do we have any stocks of like some grenadine or not grenadine?
Midori.
Midori
Yes.
sitting around. I was
Probably, yeah.
I'm gonna mix it in
Okay.
into that so that
Perfect.
mine looks appropriate.
Okay. Great.
Smart.
So you
Of
go.
course, the Extravagance would have Midori.
Of course.
You go into the office, and Overseer Moss says, "Oh, Malcolm," and then we cut to
Right.
Syndy.
I go where Extrabeth told me this
Yeah.
guy is hiding out.
There was like a little crawl space under this like one. You know, we've talked about this before, where the structure is like
Yep.
a big square arch thing.
Yep.
So if you're going out, it's the left-hand leg is where the doctor's office is,
Yep.
and he's on the ground floor. And under that is like storage. It's where that water
Yep.
thing was
Yep,
that
yep.
he showed you guys about. And you normally go into the doctor's office and come down the ladder, but there's a like squeeze crawl space to get under there, which would probably be the way you want to get in there.
Yep. Nope. I squeeze under there.
Okay. You dip under there, and you see Willie
Willie.
from the security team,
Oh,
who
Willie.
is like 50 years old.
Yeah.
You know, looks pretty good. He's fit. He's got like he went gray early, so he's got like kind of silver fox
Nice.
hair, and he's sitting there with an unopened this briefcase, and he's like squatting on his haunches, staring at this thing and just shaking his head. And then like you come in and he's like, I wasn't gonna do it.
Well, I'm like, that's great, Willie. We don't want you to do it. And here I'm gonna hypnotize the crap
Yeah.
out of him with time and solitude.
You can tell he doesn't know. Should he say I was gonna do it or I wasn't gonna do it?
Oh,
Don't have you.
Oh, am I eating my microphone?
No, when you lean forward, your thing's rubbing. So if you can clip it like right here, maybe.
I have big boobs.
There you go.
oh boy. Hey. Plus hot. Let me sit a 5. No, let me sit a 6. So close.
So close.
So close.
Excellent.
Oh god. Okay.
Okay. So
On a miss, they hold 2 over me.
yes.
Mm.
Tell me what it is you say to this guy.
I say, Willie, I know the plan. A lot of us are not on board with it, and we're trying to stop it. We don't want it to happen. We don't think it should happen. We want the town to survive. We don't want to kill everyone. We think this is wrong. Can you help us?
How can I treat you like Moss's best friend?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not Moss's best friend. I just wanted to get close to her to find out what her plans were, what the goal was. And once I did, I've been trying to undermine it the whole time.
What can holds be spent on?
Let's see. They distract themselves with the thought of me. They're acting under fire. They inspire themselves with the thought of you. They take +1 right away.
Okay. So those are holds I can spend on you.
Yep.
Okay. They are going to have you be inspired by the thought of them as he describes the fact that his daughter and his grandson are like in the brig right now.
No.
And if he doesn't do this, then it's like she's going to off them. She's going to off like a 30-year-old woman and her kid,
Right.
her 10-year-old.
That's terrible.
Right? So I'm going to have him inspire you to, by this thought,
Yep.
to turn against her. And then he says, this isn't exactly a hold, but I'm spending it anyway. He says, I know, I'm glad you're here. And I'll get rid of this thing on one condition.
What?
I don't feel safe in this vault with anybody but you in that chair.
Okay.
What the fuck happened to your feet?
Don't look at the feet. Eyes are up here. Eyes are up here. Don't worry about the
Okay.
feet. Eyes are here. And you know what? For you, Willie, for you, I will do everything in my power to become the new overseer once we've taken Moss out completely. Any leader who would do that to your granddaughter and your grandson, not worth the chair.
All right, I'm going to try and get rid of this thing.
All right.
I don't know how to disarm it. I'm just going to throw it somewhere.
Just throw it away.
Okay.
I'm going to go and try to kill Moss right now so you can see.
Okay, then check the brig.
Then we'll going right to the brig.
Okay. So, whatever else happens, we'll just operate under you're genuinely
Yep.
impressed with his
That's right.
request. Okay.
100%.
Okay, great.
And I do exactly that. I'm running towards Moss's office, knives out.
Okay.
At this point, it's not even. This is just a coup. We're just Julius Caesaring this right here, right now.
That's good.
Perfect.
What is Hart doing?
She went straight for the chickens.
Okay. They're in your workshop space?
Yeah.
Okay. You burst in the door. Pancakes is with you, I assume.
Yeah, probably.
It kind of smells like chicken shit in here.
It means they're alive.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They look and one says "bok" and the other says "bok," and yeah. And then they take a step back because you're like making a lot of noise and you rattled the door up and
Hello. We have to go. Okay? All right. Omelet, quiche, get in the little box things with
they
wire.
run into the box.
Good job. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We also met a large fish. She's going to start explaining about Mr. Sparkle to the chickens as she picks them up in their cages.
Actually, I assume he's following you
Oh, is
around.
he? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Perfect. This is Mr. Sparkles. And,
it's just Sparkle.
oh, Sparkle. Oh, okay. Mr. Sparkle, only one.
Just Sparkle.
Yeah. This is omelet and quiche. Food makes good animal names, I've
Those
been
are
told.
dangerous.
Chickens.
No.
There are chickens. I paid lots of money for special chickens. They were teaching them to talk. Hello. See?
As I run, I poke my head in the. I just realized I poked my head in the workshop. Say, Hart, get the sheriff, get Mayor Tandy. At least try to get people out of there just in case.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
Okay, so you know the other two spots where people are supposed to be setting up explosives.
Okay.
One is under the right-hand leg, and one's supposed to be up in Joe's in the middle to just sort of like, those three would just like
Kaboom.
obliterate this entire. Plus, the
Okay.
explosives you guys have access to are like they're not old or stale, or they're like high-end explosives.
Yeah.
So, these 3 bombs would just reduce this to splinters.
Yeah. Okay. How near are all of those bombs to the chapel?
The one under the right leg is just a little ways over from the chapel, and the chapel would be damaged.
Okay. Unacceptable. Okay. So, Extravagants are off to waylay people who are setting the bombs. Anybody who's left over, and I guess myself, I want to go and just get the people out.
Oh, okay. Evacuate
That area.
Okay. You're going to have to be somewhat convincing to get everyone to leave.
Yep.
Let's convince people.
Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Let's speak truth to a mob. That seems like a thing I do.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Truth.
Don't miss. Yeah!
Oh, my.
Thing you do with a 10 on the die.
Roll.
13.
Okay.
Okay. On a 10 plus, I get to hold 3.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Well, these are pretty good options. What I want them to do is go to the chapel.
Okay. What do the holds say?
So the holds say, bring people forward and deliver them. Bring forward all their precious things. Unite and fight for you as a gang. Fall into an orgy of uninhibited emotion of my choosing.
My.
And go quietly back to their lives.
Okay. So yeah, you'll spend 1 hold. Get everyone out to the chapel.
Yeah,
Okay.
to the chapel. Like to the side of it that's furthest away from the bombs. Like we're just gonna
Go down the
have
left
a little
side.
prayer
and,
session, you guys. We're gonna sing along and
Okay.
distract them from the fact that they might get blown up suddenly.
All right. So as you are, sort of orchestrating all this, and everyone is cooperating, it's just, what did I say? There's like 50 people here, something
It's a
like
lot of
that,
cats
living
to
in
herd.
this ridiculous structure.
Yeah.
The first thing you see is under the right leg, which is essentially where Tandy's office is. You see 2 of your followers. Sorry.
That's okay.
Drag somebody by their feet out from under, like kicking and screaming, and they have this open, briefcase computer thing.
Oh.
And they're clawed on it, and they're being dragged out by their feet. And this person is their pit boy is plugged into the briefcase, and they have their fingers on the case, but they're also flopping around, and if they can, you can see the glowing activation button on their pit
the
boy.
shiny button.
And they are going to hurt this person, but they're not being super precise. They haven't really picked up on exactly what's happening.
Okay.
And I'm going to need you to do something direct to intervene if we're going to stop that one.
Okay.
Do you have a gun?
I do have a gun. Yeah.
That's probably the fastest solution in this case.
Yeah.
So let's roll hard.
Okay. I'm not real good at that.
It's okay, just roll real good this time.
That's all.
Okay. Nope. Still not good at that. That's a 3.
Okay.
Oh, man.
The extravagance see you shooting at this thing, and it's now pulled out from under the thing, right?
Yeah.
And half a dozen extravagants see you shooting and look at it and run and dogpile on it
Oh no.
as it goes off.
Oh, sweet buddies.
And the structure shakes, the chapel is rattled,
Yeah.
right? It's damaged. And these 6 extravagants and the person are evaporated.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Martyrs to the cause.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And I'm going to have to make a hymn for them.
Yeah, and now the people who were like, "Oh yeah, let's go sing in the chapel," are like, "What the fuck?" Like screaming and running.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of that going on.
Okay, well, I got 2 more holds on those people.
We'll come back to you.
I can fix that.
Malcolm Joy,
Yes.
you're in the overseer's office.
Yes.
With glasses.
So I did as you asked. I went and I followed them along, and,
What's the good news?
well, the clowns have been taken care of.
Oh, I knew you could do it.
Well, I mean, yes. But I thought we should drink to the success. And just slides a glass over in front.
That's an excellent idea. And she kind of just like tips her computer closed a little bit and slides it over. And that's a terrific idea.
So what's the next steps? I mean, now we can just continue on, I suppose.
She glances at the clock and says, "Rebuilding."
To rebuilding.
Ding. And takes a drink. I'm not sure what to do here. Roll 2 dice.
9.
What's your hot?
My hot is a 1.
Okay, that sounds like a 10.
Yep, and I get some mark experience.
Okay. The drink goes down. It looks like she was about to like cough and like spit take it.
Yeah.
But she's like, "Oh, that's strong," and like chokes it down, and immediately looks ill. It's like, what was in that?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
You bastard! And
It's not cold for that kind of
and she like bleary and drunken, sort of pale and ill, pulls this massive handgun from under her desk and is pointing at you as you come running in the room.
And I just wing a knife on the run
Okay.
right at her throat.
Ooh.
Okay.
And she's got a laptop, right?
Yeah.
So as this is happening, I'm going to kick my feet up on the desk and just slide the laptop towards me.
Oh, take her seat.
Yeah. No, I'm sitting in my seat still. I'm just going to take the laptop
Oh,
and let
you're
this
sitting
happen.
across from her to
Yeah.
have the drinks. Oh, okay.
I just want to double check what Devil with a Knife does.
Like, just
Double the
very
blade.
nonchalant.
So I'm rolling hot instead of hard.
Yeah.
Because this counts as go aggro?
Yes.
All right.
You're
so
definitely
plus 3.
taking something.
Oh, man.
Oh, doubles
Oh,
Get a
god
threat.
damn it. That's a 5.
Okay.
Damn.
She was ready to shoot Malcolm. Malcolm, take 3 harm.
All right.
This thing blasts you in the shoulder, knocks you out of the chair. I mean, this is like a hand cannon, right?
Sorry, Malcolm.
And she spins and gets another shot off
Oh.
at Syndy. There's like a knife in her shoulder,
Yeah.
right? You were aiming for the neck, you hit the
Got
shoulder,
shoulder.
did 2 harm. She's, not down from that. If you'd hit the throat, it would have made all the
Yeah.
difference. And she is like trying to take a shot at you and trying to like get her computer open again.
Right.
And is like shooting at you and doing this. So you take 2 harm.
All right.
She's not able to shoot you properly. How much do you have left?
I've got 2 harm left.
Okay. Do you have armor?
Oh, wait, I do. Well, the question of how much clothes have I shed on this
Oh,
run?
I think you're dressed.
Yeah, I
Right.
think I'm still dressed.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I think I have 1 armor.
Oh, do you?
I'm pretty sure that I do.
That would be good. Because this
Yeah.
gun does a lot of damage.
Because, I don't have armor otherwise. Nope.
Yeah. So, it's worthy the 1 piece of armor, because I mentioned that the tie seemed to be a weird
Yep.
metal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it pings the side of the tie that had like shifted
Yeah.
over. So 1 less harm for you,
All right.
which is good.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have you both roll for taking harm.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. So roll 2 dice. Remember, we're trying to roll low on this. You're gonna add you just took 2 harm,
Yep.
and you took 2 harm.
Yeah.
So you're gonna roll the dice and add 2, but roll very low again.
Nope.
8. Nope.
10.
10. Ugh.
Oh my god.
10s across the board.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Okay. On a 10 plus.
Yep. Ouch. All the ouch. Does that count
For-
as failing a roll?
No, there's no. You want. It's good to fail this roll. You didn't fail. You succeeded real hard.
Damn it.
Malcolm, you're in a case where it's worse than it seemed. You're going to take an additional harm.
Okay.
You don't have to roll again. You just take 1 more harm. And you can feel your collarbone is cracked, right? Like you're shot, and you're in so much shock, you could just like feel your body moving around. Like
Yeah.
the pain hasn't hit you yet. You're just like, oh, that's probably not good.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's through your
Bloody hell.
less shoulder and now more like right upper chest, right? And this is, like a massive revolver.
Yeah.
Right. For you, Syndy, I'm gonna choose 2 from the 7 to 9 list. I'm gonna have you lose your footing as you get spun around.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to have you miss noticing that she's grabbing for her laptop.
Yeah.
You didn't actually see that part. God damn it. So, you don't realize that she has, like,
Yep.
the button.
Beep boop.
Yeah. Okay. So, the, what's Hart up to?
I was going to, as soon as the chickens are safe, I'm going to go with Pancakes and Sparkle and head to go find Grog.
It's only your
Grog-
best friend.
Grog is a drink. It's okay. Still recovering from New Year's. It's fine. For Gra and Mayor Tandy.
Okay.
First Gra, because I feel like he could help convince Mayor Tandy, because I'm a good talker, but he's a better talker.
Yeah. Yeah, you're both good with people.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of your
So
thing.
yeah, I'm gonna go find my super mutant friend.
Okay.
Very
so,
subtly, Gra,
Yeah.
Gra,
Yeah.
Gra, Gra.
Sound a little bit like a chicken. Some sort of bird.
So you go running out, and his he has like his own little shack because he's too big to live in the structure. His shack, I'm pretty sure I remember describing this before, that it was between the structure and the chapel.
Okay.
And so you come out, you're running towards that as the explosion hits.
Oh no.
Roll hard for me.
Okay.
You're not actually in risk of harm right now.
All right, that's 11.
Okay.
Oh wait, 12 with plus 1.
You managed to keep your feet. You're in the power armor, right?
No.
Or Pancakes
Pancakes is in the power.
Oh, never mind. Pancakes slides back a few feet. You get knocked on your back. There's no roll.
Yeah.
Like you just everyone around here is
No.
Yeah.
and you see the shack is like falls over, like the whole thing, like a gingerbread house, just like collapses down on a pile of like, and girl like gets up and all this like, and there's like a big wood plank sticking out of his shoulder and some kind of shrapnel in his leg, and he just looks confused more than anything.
Right.
But it's like he's clearly like he can't hear. You
Right.
can just tell from his body language, right? Like the blast, he can't hear. He looks confused, and he's just standing there, like, like he's in pain. He's confused. He can't hear, and he's standing there.
Nice. I'm gonna run over to him. Like,
Okay.
I can get, am I hurt or?
No,
Okay.
you were far enough away. It's just he was right next to it,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, he's super mutant.
Yeah.
So run over. Gra!
What? What?
Gra! You can't hear me.
Beautiful.
What? And he's like trying to focus his eyes and asking what?
Yeah. I'm gonna wave my hand in front of his eyes.
And he's like shielding his eyes and he's saying, what?
I'm just gonna like pull his arm like
Okay.
away from the wreckage, like try and just get him away.
Okay.
I'm not a good enough communicator to solve this problem
Okay.
at this moment.
All right.
And then I'm gonna start digging through things. Like once he's like out, I'm gonna start like going through and
Well,
trying to get Pancakes with the power armor and like
Well,
start
yeah,
digging through.
you lead him away, and Pancakes is going in to
Okay.
try and find the mayor.
Okay.
Right, because that like her office is right
right
there,
there,
and
yeah.
the building is still standing. Right, the structure is up, but like the blast is open, you can see into the mayor's office from here. So. Pancakes goes charging in there and like rips a couple planks off to be able to go all the way in and start looking around. So Pancakes disappears inside the building.
Okay, get out of there quick, Pancakes.
Well, Pancakes is in power armor.
Yeah, she's okay, I guess.
And the central guy is gone.
What?
The central guy is gone.
No,
Willie was under the middle of the structure.
no, he was under the
The
left.
Oh, he's under the left. Okay.
Yeah, he was under the doctor's office. The middle one is up at the top.
Oh, yeah.
In Joe's.
Jesus.
That where I got the people out of.
That's right.
Yes.
All
Just
right.
in case.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. As long as the people are out.
And
It's
the
good.
chickens.
And the
Those are
chickens.
slightly. People are harder to rebuild.
Yes.
Gotta eat
True.
them a little.
And we also have a place for them to go. But still, we got to stop this
These
now.
might be one-of-a-kind chickens, guys. This could be like the start of a whole new race of things.
I think this is not a good race, though. Carnivorous chickens is a bad. That's bad.
Listen, bitey doesn't always equal bad.
Fair
Don't
point.
be judgy.
Fair point.
Say us who are drinking her blood.
Toothist. Yeah, I mean, Sparkle has sharp teeth.
That's true. That's really true. Sparkle's great.
Also, Sparkle has just jumped in and is like pulling wreckage out of the explosion area and is like helping a couple people up who weren't obliterated.
Great.
Oh, nice.
And again, the only reason this was not a complete wipeout is the 6 extravagants who dogpiled onto this thing. That was a lot of
That's
mass that they were
This
able
is why
to.
you have a cult, you guys.
Well,
That's why.
so yeah, Sparkle is currently sifting through wreckage. He's put his helmet back on and is, trying to help people out.
Helping.
Most people are like, "Ah!"
Giant fish man.
Yeah. Which is good because they run away from that place. Which is
He's like, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Sparkle.
okay. Back in the office.
Yeah.
You've been shot real good.
Yep.
You were knocked down.
Yep.
Also shot real good.
Yep.
Yeah. She flips the computer up, and it turns out she has to like pull the cable out of her Pip-Boy and plug that into the computer to do whatever it is the thing. So we have one last chance.
All right.
This is one chance, one opportunity.
How far
Small
away?
Yeah. Or that's what we're going to wind up with. Joe's spaghetti.
How far away is Moss right now?
You're just sitting across the desk from her. So
I
3
kind
feet.
of want to pull out the stun gun and connect it, like touch it to her actual Pip-Boy and try and short circuit everything.
You could reach the computer,
Okay,
and that's connected to her
short-circuit
Pip-Boy. Yeah.
the computer and her.
Yeah, she's
basically
plugged it in.
like electrocute her.
Okay.
This is what's happening.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely your quickest,
Yep.
contact
Yeah.
point.
That's plus hard, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
No, let's roll hard.
All right.
We're just making this. This is who knows what now.
Make it hard.
So that is a 7.
Okay. Excellent. If
Like,
you
For you
can.
excellent or excellent for you excellent? Because those are two very different things.
It's 7, so it's like a little of both excellent.
Yeah, well, I electrocute at this point.
Could be worse, excellent.
Hey, if Malcolm dies, it was for a good cause.
Electrocuted is better than exploded.
Mildly.
Yeah, you get up there, you touch your stun gun to the metal laptop and set it off. The whole thing goes off up her arm. But it looks like your gun overloads as well. You've got so much blood on your hands,
Yeah.
and the moisture is conducting both ways.
Yep.
Your gun shorts out and explodes. Air quotes around explodes. Right? It's just like, pow. There's a little like electrical explosion goes
Sure.
off. You're not obliterated. Right? It's not like a grenade. But we're gonna do one harm armor piercing for all three of you. So like ignoring armor.
Okay.
All right, I'm still alive. Still
Okay.
alive.
Okay.
Hanging in there.
As this just like shrapnel at head height,
But I'm
sprays
on the
through the room.
ground.
Well, that's true.
I'll still take that.
Moss is stopped from being able to continue. So here's the thing. Her equipment is hardened against attack, right? Like this is nuclear survival equipment.
Right.
But she herself is in a rictus of electricity, right? And she's literally like this far from the button on her arm, like 6 inches. But she's like stuck in the electrical jitters, as are you.
Sure.
All right. So this thing's going on. Like there's the explosion, but there's still this like discharge of electricity. So Syndy, you have an opportunity to do something.
Okay. What's the best thing to do here? And I guess I still have my knives, so I'm just gonna like, where's the best place to cut here? Oh, I also have a gun.
You do.
I do have a gun, so I'm just gonna shoot her.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot her in the head.
Good idea.
Okay. Yeah, you're very
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
So, and she's very still. Like
Yeah.
she's not dodging. She's like shaking, but not.
not dodging.
Yeah.
So this is hard.
Yeah.
Feet don't fail me now.
Oh my God.
Damn it!
Dice again.
God damn it! That's a 4. Oh God!
Do you have different dice?
No.
Here, borrow the Wonder Woman dice.
I'm
You can have the
gonna borrow
not
these.
have them, but borrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. This is hard move territory.
Yeah. Yep.
The blast goes off. Her head evaporates. It's just a spray. And in that moment, her fist comes down on the button
Yeah.
and transmits the signal. All of you outside just see the center of the arch, just blasts out like in a donut of, like that sort of
Yep.
a ring blast, vertically. So there's just like this clean separation between the two sections, and then like everyone's watching, like what, and it's like collapses in on itself, and then it groans and creaks, squealing wood, and the whole thing just collapses in on itself. So Moss is dead.
Moss is very dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can hear, like inside the vault. I don't know if you felt the first blast because
Right.
you were doing all this stuff, but this time, like the gun goes off, and then you feel the vibration.
Yeah.
All the way in here.
I hope
So
they got everyone
actually, yeah,
out.
you probably wouldn't feel the vibration. You're in a
We're in a.
blast.
That's true.
You're in a
But the
nuclear
door's
blast.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would at least hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would hear the ringing
Yes.
sound that something.
That's true.
And we'd hear the wailing, the lamentations.
Yes. Yeah. So the overlook structure is lost.
Aw.
We also lost Joe, who was arguing with the guy who was there to set the bomb.
no.
He wouldn't come out. And that guy who set the bomb was blown up because he thought he had more time to
to
leave.
get out,
It's like 5:20 right now.
Right.
He had plenty of time.
Yeah.
So.
And Willie, I suppose, out in the desert carrying the bomb.
Oh, no, he hucked it real good.
Oh, good.
He's
Okay.
he's like just down the hill,
Okay,
winged
good.
it, and then came running.
Right.
Like was trying to get away from it.
Glad
Willie
Willie's alive.
survived.
Yay, Willie.
And is currently just hightailing it to the brig.
Got it.
He's like
Yep.
trying to make sure everyone's okay. Yeah, there's smoke in the air. The sun is setting. It's to the our hill faces west,
Yeah.
and it's the sun's setting through all this like smoke and dust and debris, and people are crying and yelling for each other, like calling out people's names. But most people are finding the people they're looking for, and it's only what was Joe's barback's name? Oh, isn't that where Mitch worked? The
Yeah,
ghoul?
Mitch the Ghoul.
Yep. Mitch is has to be dragged out because he's he keeps looking for Joe, and finally a couple other of the Overlook people are like, Mitch, he's gone. Like, we have to. I saw him arguing with so and so who was setting the bomb.
Right.
And Mitch is just a mess. He goes to the chapel and is and
Pancakes in the power armor.
yes.
And Mayor Tandy.
Out of this cloud of destruction, the power armor walks out, is carrying someone, and as they come into view, you can see Pancakes is carrying Mayor Tandy, and it's not clear whether she's alive or dead. She's still. There's no it's not like her legs are blown off or something. It's just, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
What do we do in the office?
Well, we're both pretty beat up,
Yeah.
but I think that Malcolm's gonna try and reach out and heal a little bit.
Heal something.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Here's hoping.
And I'm rolling plus weird, which I think is just 0. So that's an 8. So on a 7 to 8, I heal a segment, but I'm also opening my brain. So
Isn't
roll
it
that
plus your
next.
weird?
Yeah, my weird is a 0.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Sam.
Oh, right. Got it.
Not in this game.
Okay, sorry. What does it say on an 8?
Heal 1 segment, but you're also opening your brain, so roll that move next.
Yeah, let's do that.
So,
Heal the one segment.
but when you open your brain to the world psychic maelstrom, you roll sharp instead of weird. So I actually have a bonus,
Nice.
which is nice because that gives me a 9.
Okay. So the maelstrom unfolds, and you have a clear impression of somebody who's hurt and where they are. You're not exactly sure, but there's somebody in the rubble who is not dead and is going to be dead if they don't get pulled out of there.
Okay. I know we're both rather beat up. Can you help me get out there
Yes.
and dig up someone? There's someone out there.
Let's get out there. Let's find out what's happened. Because let's find out. Hopefully we were able to get at least some of the people out before everything went
That is the hope.
pear-shaped.
As the two of you are sort of getting ready to leave, you hear heavy footsteps, and Chick Norris shows up outside in riot gear, and you can tell there's a bunch of people behind her. What the fuck is going on in here?
Overseer Moss just didn't want to go on anymore.
Yes.
And I just points behind
Overseer
everything.
Moss, as she detonated the bombs, realized the error of her ways and felt so riddled with guilt that she killed herself.
She She does have a giant gun in her hand.
She does.
And her
She
head's
does.
been blown
Her
off.
head has been blown off.
Tragic. Well,
Yes, tragic. Yeah, we came in
Okay.
having heard about her plan and tried to talk her out of it. And in the course of that conversation,
So who would like to make the primary hot roll?
I would.
Okay. And I'll allow a help if it ends up that...
Wait,
yes.
here, I'll roll the try the Wonder Woman dice because it might not be the dice.
the Superman shirt, Wonder Woman's going to help
That's
out.
8.
That's an 8,
Okay, plus
and
your
plus
hot.
my hot is 3, so that's an 11.
Okay, so the help was good, and it was part of the story. But
that was great.
yeah,
That was
that was epic. Norris is looking around and is like, it has no reason to not believe you.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Plus, her Pip-Boy is still there, right? So they could like check it.
Yeah.
That the signal came from her Pip-Boy.
yeah, like, I can't believe
Yep.
she set all those bombs.
I know, it was a terrible plan. It was a terrible plan that I've honestly spent weeks trying, well, not weeks, but I've spent a lot of time trying to convince her not to follow through with it. Excuse me.
You,
Yeah.
you knew about this?
Only recently. Only recently, and as soon as I did, I just wanted to talk her out of it.
Well, and she sort of waves off the rest of the security team. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to figure out what's next.
I have some plans for that. Our number one priority right now is to get people out and help take care of anyone who is wounded.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Well, I'll detail the security and yeah. So yeah, Chick
Send
Norris
them out
calls
with-
out a bunch of orders. And,
Send them out with stim packs, send them out with whatever we need to make sure the people of Overlook are taken care of.
Okay, I'm on it.
All right, thank you. And let's go find your person.
Yes. So, heading out into the destruction, I guess, and trying to find. Was it clear where the rubble?
No,
Once
that's
or-
the part of your vision that's a little fuzzy, right?
Okay.
Is you know someone's in there, but you're not sure where.
What can I do to be a little more sure of where?
Well, we can look around. We can dig through. I just need to know what you're doing, and then
I'm looking actively for where this.
you're like getting into the wreckage and picking
yeah,
stuff
I mean,
up.
as much as I can. It's probably mostly with like one hand, but I'm mostly looking for the spot that I saw in my brain.
Okay, so digging through this wreckage is dangerous,
Yes.
and doing so risks harm. Just so you know ahead of time.
Of course.
This is a real mess.
Oh wait. Nope, that's not going to work. Never mind. Go.
Okay.
thought maybe
So
something would help me, but-
what I'm going to have you do is roll to do something under fire, which is cool.
Okay.
And a bad roll will include harm. A medium roll will have some harm.
Actually, wait, this could work. So I did take a new move
Oh, yeah?
called Fingers in Every Pie.
Oh, dear.
And you put out into the world that you want a thing, and it could be a person or a thing or whatever, and you roll, and it shows up at your establishment for you like magic or not. But,
Yeah, let's roll it.
okay.
I've got an idea of how to deal with that. You're not completely separate from harm, but the 7 and 9 won't be harm in this case.
Okay. So let's see. I roll hot, so I get a +1.
And that's probably better than cool anyway, right?
Oh, yeah. Still only a 6. I'm pretty beat up.
Were you helping them?
Oh,
or,
yeah, I will help.
Oh, wait, is Malcolm, what pronouns does Malcolm use?
She. Her.
She, yeah.
I'll help her. So this is, what am I rolling?
You're rolling plus your history with Malcolm.
Plus my history with Malcolm. I don't have any.
Okay, so +0.
+0. God damn it, I picked the wrong dice.
What? No, roll the other dice.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
9.
9.
Better.
Okay.
Much
And
better.
that actually does work because the whole thing about Fingers in Every Pie is you put out into the world that you want a thing.
Yep.
So I'm explaining
Explaining
like, there's
as we're
someone
going.
in the rubble that I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. So the two of you are doing that. In the process, unfortunately, Syndy, you're like, picking up planks and all this stuff, and you jam your hand in somewhere and a nail just rips all the way up from like the back of your hand to your forearm.
Yeah.
And there's like a little bit of blood. There's actually no harm, but there's like some sparking,
Oh, nice.
and you're like, so your right hand doesn't work right now,
Right.
but
My right hand's... Okay.
it like doesn't seem that damaged. Like
Yeah.
it was just a big long scratch up your arm. Like it probably needs stitches, but like your hand is just a little is shaky. Left hand's working fine. But
And a little Metal Gear grinding
yeah,
sound.
you can hear like a clicking, like
Yeah.
clack, 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 clack.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Malcolm
This is
kind of
great.
like tilts her head and looks at the legs, looks
Up
at his
here.
arm, and
Up
is
here.
just like,
Eyes up here.
However,
That's where the eyes are.
that grab hauled open a thing, like a section of wreckage, and in that is the refrigerator from Joe's bar.
Oh,
And when you pull it open, Joe is in there.
you
yay!
nuked the fridge. You bastard.
Wow.
I couldn't pass it up.
Wow. I have no idea what that's in reference to.
He's very badly burned. It was once he realized what was happening, he jumped in the fridge, but the fridge wasn't shut. It was blasted shut, and he's lost his right arm.
Oh,
It was lost in the blast, and so he's bleeding and needs a lot of help. But your kit is able to, you can immediately.
Yeah, I can stabilize an NPC. I just spend
Yeah.
one stock and they're stable now.
That's fine. Yeah.
woohoo!
And Joe's not dead.
Yay!
He's just gonna be so pleased.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh yeah, he's beside himself. So.
Yeah.
Now that we've done that, I am feeling awful.
Yes, as am I. But I want to hold it together a little bit longer to make a good show of like directing relief resources and laying people out and walking around like I'm in charge because now I'm in charge.
Okay.
That's how this works.
I'm going to limp my way over to the chapel because I've got one health point left. So
Yeah, and once they're like the extravagants are kind of getting people to the the chapel. I'm telling people to go there, and they're kind of like none of them have medical training, but like you could put a bandage on a thing, tie a tourniquet and whatnot, lay somebody out on a pew somewhere.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a makeshift triage unit at this point, just trying to like help people. And I think I'm going to use one of my other holds on them.
Hart, what were you doing with the pancakes coming out holding Tandy?
I think we probably just started trying to help people. Once she brought Tandy over, I'm gonna check and see if she's alive or breathing or anything like that.
Someone should do that.
Yeah,
Are you good at that?
I can probably tell basic breathing.
Let's roll cool.
We'll see.
There's a lot going on, and you can't hear very well right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So 11, 12, 13.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I've
yes.
probably been trained to do medical checks in the field and stuff like that.
You can tell there's shallow, quick breathing, and has Hart ever had broken ribs before? I mean, probably.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. You remember this? This looks like when you had those 3 cracked ribs and you couldn't get a deep breath, and she's unconscious on top of it. So, and she's just being carried in Pancake's metal, power suit arms. So, this isn't great. Her head's lolling around. Yeah, she's in bad shape,
Got it.
but alive.
All right. Pancakes, we have to get her. I'm sure I'm seeing people go to the chapel. We've got to get her to the chapel and to Extra to fix the ribs. But I think hopefully she'll be okay. I'm alive and I've had this, so this should be okay. Let's go. I'm gonna run ahead, out of the way, move, and Pancakes can do the mech run behind me.
Yeah. Okay. So you clear the way. Everybody move! Call the brute squad. You are the brute squad. Yeah, you dash into the chapel. So yeah, okay. So in comes Hart and the power armor carrying Tandy. I just wanted to do that before you decide how to spend your next hold.
Yeah. Okay. That is a good plan. I'm gonna hold my 2 holds for after I see how this healing goes, because I'm gonna try and heal Tandy.
Okay. You have you've healed people. You've healed your vault members before,
Yeah.
and pancakes.
Uh-huh.
Have you healed other like townies?
Mitch? No, she didn't heal Mitch.
I didn't heal Mitch. He was thinking about it, but he wasn't sure.
Any converted ones? Have you like any of the cult members?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think that's come up.
No, it hasn't come up yet.
Okay.
We'll give it a go.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
What could go wrong?
Probably fine.
Oh, that's never good.
What could possibly go wrong? Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna try and do some.
What does it look like? What does this process look like for you to heal Mary Tandy?
Mary Tandy. Mayor Tandy.
What if her first name is Mary?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mayor Mary Tandy.
Yep. Get her a blue scarf. What does her wound? So she's not. Is she bleeding in any way?
It doesn't. I mean, she's got like bloody nose and ears, but not like she's not gashed open. It looks like, but you can tell right away that she's like her ribs are cracked. She's shallow breathing. There's probably a lot of internal damage, concussion damage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mostly I've just been giving my blood to people, but she doesn't seem like that's a great idea. Also, I don't want to like
She's unconscious.
slice myself open. She is unconscious.
I mean, you have a lot of cuts from today. Like
That's true.
you're a mess. So it's
I
up
mean,
to you.
I can probably just mix up like a wee mimosa and some. Like
You have all the
little crystal
materials here.
glass and just pour it
It's
in
up
her
to you
face.
how
Yeah.
you want to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the usual. It goes fine. 10.
Okay. Excellent. So that heals what? A couple? 2 harm?
Yeah.
1 harm?
Yeah.
2?
Let's say 2.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Great. Yeah. That you like pour it down her throat and she like coughs and then wakes up enough to finish it, and you can hear the like of like pieces going back into place.
Wow.
And then Tandy is like goes unconscious again, but is breathing normally, and it seems much more sort of like calm, like she's injured but not in immediate danger.
Okay. Excellent.
Do you have to open your brain? Your brain to the.
Oh, for your
That's a
healing
good
move?
question.
Yeah,
I got a 10.
let's do it. I think even on a 10, right? Doesn't it
Do
say open your brain?
Oh, wait. Healing touch, hands on. Well, I just wrote it down because I don't have that one.
Oh, okay.
Which one was it?
It's in the
That's from the
handbook.
angel.
Angel.
Do I have to roll?
On a 10 plus? I don't remember.
Heal 1 second.
You don't have to.
No, not on a 10.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
great.
Cool.
Yeah, just goes fine.
Yay!
Everyone, look what I did! Yay! She probably would showboat a little bit and make a show of like, Mayor Tandy will live.
Excellent.
And
Is Extrabeth like a? I'm trying to picture. Is she like tall and impressive? Is she like Lady Gaga sized? Like I know she's not a big person, so
well, you got Lady Gaga and David Bowie, so
Yeah.
probably like somewhere in the middle. So she's like tall-ish for a lady, but not like crazy tall.
like 5'10", 5'9", something like
Sure,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
That's taller than me. That's pretty tall.
Yeah. On the tall side.
On the tall side.
All
I
right.
feel like she seems to get bigger too. Like when she, like turns on her presence, it's
Yeah.
just like. Well, and you probably wear crazy
She's probably like 5'8", but she looks like you assume she's 5'10".
Yeah.
Right. Depends on the shoes.
Yeah,
and,
depends on the shoes and
Yeah.
how impressed with herself she is
I
at the
feel
moment.
attacked.
Okay. So
So after she kind of announces that, then she's gonna start singing a hymn to the people that are being healed. A nice, like, somber, slightly hopeful, but like uplifting one. She's gonna sing "A Million Reasons."
excellent.
Nice.
Very good. Bringing Joe over to the chapel as well. I
Yeah,
assume?
Joe
Yeah.
can go with me to the
Okay.
the chapel. Not for any weird song reasons.
No. Although,
Sorry, I just go into the chapels running in my head. Don't think this means I want to pick out curtains, Joe. You know?
he is out of it though, and he keeps asking and forgets that he's asking. He asked you 3 times in the 50 yards to the chapel. But is the refrigerator okay?
The refrigerator is fine.
So, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter what the answer is right now. It's just, he's but is it okay? He just can't remember. So, big gathering at the chapel.
Yep. So that's where people are. And I've been making sure I find Chick. I say, Chick. One, Willie's daughter and grandson were being held by Overseer Moss. Make sure that they're okay and that they've been freed.
She told me they were scamming people.
They were not. She was just using them for leverage over Willie.
That bitch.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. We'll have to deal with all of that later, but again, make sure that people are okay in the chapel, getting taken care of.
Okay, you're sure they're cool, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they're cool.
Oh, all right, I trust you.
All right. Thank you.
So yeah, she heads down and...
Great. And then, I go to the chapel because I'm also nearly dead.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have time. I think we'll move forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that all right with everyone?
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
We're going to maybe have a couple days
Yeah.
where people are getting patched up. You're getting contact with the other facility.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out the people who are over there were able to scrounge up and find some misused radio equipment.
Oh, great.
And they're able to set up a direct radio contact with you all.
Great.
Because they knew that the vault's radio frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So they amped it, and you're able to have instant communication with them and anywhere along that path.
Excellent.
So that's good. And in general, the next couple of days are spent cleaning up. You and Pancakes take turns in the suit, trying to pick up wreckage and help people find a place. A lot of people are kind of schlepping over to the factory because it's at least a safe place to sleep, and
exactly.
All their stuff is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So those couple days are going. I have to use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
So Syndy's very clearly in charge right now.
Syndy is acting for all the world as though they are running the show.
Okay. So at some point, Hart is going to come to Syndy and, all right, in my training and watching the movies in the vaults, when there's combat situations and there's a mutiny or a bad person, they usually have people who stay loyal to them.
Yeah.
So we have to figure out who is
That's
still
true.
loyal to Evil Moss.
That's true. We should try to
And-
find those people out.
Yes.
That's a really good point.
Yes. They will probably lie,
Right.
so we need someone who's good at finding liars.
Who's good at that? Extrabeth. And she's got the people who will know.
Yeah, well, she has
So,
superpowers too.
Yeah, it's true. So we should talk to Extrabeth and make sure that we're finding out to make sure there's still no loyalty to Overseer Moss anywhere.
Right.
That's a really good point.
Yes, I will work with Gra and make a place to put them.
Yes. And also how we should check in with Mayor Tandy and make sure she's okay with me running things as she's been healing.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Well, I think you're still in charge of the vault. Mayor Tandy
Right.
can't take over the vault.
No, she can't take over the vault.
No.
No. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But we're really one people now.
We are one people.
We're really one
Can I
group.
go back in the vault now?
Oh yes. Yeah,
Okay.
no, you were fine to go back in
All
the
right.
vault.
Can I get my little magnet back on my armor?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. That's
Absolutely.
Nice. She looks like she's tearing up a little. Thank you.
I will talk to
That's
Chick and
nice.
you'll be fully reinstated.
Okay. All right.
This is good.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
We should
yeah,
definitely
you've done good work.
Yeah, we should have Hart.
Yeah.
We should have. I'm Hart. Sorry. We should have extra talk to
Yeah.
Chick Norris.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chick's been good. Chick jumped right on board.
She took away my magnet.
I know.
Okay.
But Chick's been good.
All right.
We don't have to worry about Chick. Chick actually might also be a good person to talk to about making sure people aren't still loyal to Overseer Moss. So it seems like she did a lot of forcing people to do things, which is not good.
No.
Yeah.
Did you win?
Definitely. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Always.
We're all done.
We did it.
Okay.
So yes.
Also in this time, Willie is going around town, really talking you up, Syndy.
That's good.
Talking to people about how you were the one who knew what was going on and did something, and like came to where he was setting a bomb, and like he tells everyone that, right?
Yeah.
He had been pressured into doing that, and
Yeah, Willie.
so he's like
That
your
guy.
your primary election manager.
That guy gets it. Election? Are there elections in the vault?
there are not.
No. There's not exactly. No.
Yeah. So there is a general consensus, and eventually there isn't anyone objects. I think unless it's among the player characters. No.
We already decided I get my magnet back for my
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah, we had a discussion also to making sure that there aren't any
My
sort of
badge.
holdouts.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Hart has been fully reinstated. I've talked to Chick, fully reinstated.
Okay.
Her vault privileges are back. Her status and security is back.
Yeah.
Fully and completely.
Well, as you recall, Chick never liked that order anyway.
That's true.
Chick was forced to carry out
That's
that
right.
order.
So,
Yeah,
So, yeah.
she's on board with that.
Yep. So Chick's on board, and we just want to make sure we're going to go and talk to Extra and make sure there aren't any sort of Moss holdouts left among the vault people. And
Yeah.
then we should talk to Tandy, since we're kind of one people now.
Okay.
One crew?
One people under me.
Under someone. Under a number
Yeah.
of people.
It begins.
Oh no, I don't want to do the work part. I just want them to believe
Yes,
in me.
yes, exactly. You know.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you say in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
So on the third morning, there's supposed to be a big conversation.
Yeah.
And, a lot of folks are staying in the chapel. Tandy is living in the chapel right now because she doesn't want to leave the town. Like,
Yeah.
there really isn't a town anymore, but, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she doesn't know what to do.
About how many people have gone
man.
over to the factory?
Like 40 of the 50 people
Got it.
are over there, and there are some vault people over there, well equipped and
Got it.
ready to take care of stuff. This place is mostly a pile of
Right.
plywood,
Yeah.
and oh yeah, Graw's house fell down, so it's just the chapel and the workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the main resource here. So
I shielded them with my magic powers, obviously. Divine spared.
yep. Oh yeah, and because on the other side of the chapel too is the little crop. Like you built the chapel between
Oh, yeah.
the big building and the little
Yeah.
crop that they
Oh,
had.
yeah.
So, did you want them to bring all the livestock over in this amount of time, or are they
No,
still
I
at
think we
the
want to.
Corvega?
Yeah, I think they're okay for now there, and probably until we get
Yeah.
more set up, set back up
Yeah.
a little bit.
It definitely seems like we should probably relocate
Mm-hmm.
fully to the factory. Is definitely feeling like we might as well abandon this spot, take the Gek with us to the factory.
We still have the vault too.
Yeah,
That's
the
true.
vault,
We
the
just
vault's a
have the vault.
livable.
Well, it's livable. All right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason we can't have two towns.
That's true. That's true. That's nice. I like that.
Yep.
2 towns. Yeah.
2 towns. Yeah, in charge of 2 towns.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of followers to me.
I should mention while we're kind of setting this up, Mayor Tandy's unconscious.
Oh, the
Okay.
whole time.
Right. I said she's living in the chapel. She's like unconscious.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She's like getting better and stronger, and you're able to sort of like give her some water, but she's not
Got it.
able to do much. What's Malcolm up to?
Malcolm's probably been helping heal people,
Okay, that's good.
making sure that everybody's doing okay. And really just, this all caught Malcolm very off guard because there was no reason to suspect Moss, and there was this whole thing, and here's somebody else is trying to take over. I think Malcolm's a little suspicious of everything going on right now.
For not nefarious purposes, just because I want her to heal nicely. I'm gonna assign some extravagance in rotating shifts to just like minister to Tandy while she's convalescing in the chapel, and regale her with the tenets of our, our belief system while she's unconscious. Just a little belief through osmosis.
Okay.
Sing her some hymns, tell her all about my magical powers and whatnot.
Okay. I've said this before. I don't always love passing notes, but I am going to pass Sam a note.
Oh.
I made it here.
So Jason's going to pass Samantha a note.
Yay!
There's nothing to write on.
There's a whole thing. Yeah, look, everything. Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Jason just spilled everything. It's all his fault. It's not that it was in a giant pile.
Yeah, you can't spill something that's already a disaster. So
Is
you're
Malcolm avoiding me, or is Malcolm just sort of...
Malcolm's not avoiding and is still very charming and very personable about everything, but asking a lot of questions.
Okay, that's fine. We don't have a lot of answers yet.
Right.
We're still sort of in recovery here, still trying to figure out what's going to be the best next steps.
Sure.
Absolutely. I'm figuring that Gra and Heart and Pancakes are probably all working together to start trying to put up some, rebuild the buildings, but like at least put up some basic shelter first. Like take some of the scraps from the buildings and like lean them together. So, just to see what's usable still, what needs to be completely scrapped, and they're probably taking turns in a power armor with Gra, not needing power armor.
Yeah.
To just do that and sort out what's completely trashed, like kindling firewood, and then what can be used to rebuild.
Okay. Cool. Stockpiling and assessing and pulling all those pieces out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. It's also lucky that the town had a small nuclear power source as well,
cool.
but it was on the doctor's side of the building, and so like the building it just fell over, and they're pretty sturdy. You just shouldn't shoot at them.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Right. You're able to salvage the power source.
Is Sparkle? He's big. Can he help us with that too?
Okay. Yes, and Sparkle is interested in helping, although a lot of people are put off by him.
What?
I feel like
it's
Gra,
prejudice.
yeah,
Exactly.
Gra and me and the ex-ghoul Pancakes are probably not super judgmental.
No, I wouldn't think you would be.
I feel like he's a perfect addition to our merry band of misfits.
Yes, I agree.
Also very curious about things. I'm sure he's very curious all the time about what now?
Yeah.
Yep.
At some point, after a couple days or so, we haven't heard from Mary Tandy yet because she's still out. But Chick Norris comes along and has the codes to like officially set your pit boy as the overseer.
That seems at least for a temporary, for now.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people around the vault that are talking about it, and thinking like it's not gonna be a vote, but they have to come up with someone new, and her cronies aren't really trustworthy.
No, they are not.
In general.
You realize that Malcolm's the only other one that knows that you came in and murdered.
I do realize that.
Oh, should we have a conversation about that? When you get your new desk?
Yeah.
I see you set up.
It seemed like the thing to do. It's just for now. We'll talk about it as,
You
things
and I
develop.
both know how you got this position.
Yes. Yes, we do. But you and I both know it was absolutely necessary.
But we also have to make sure we don't have a repeat situation. How can we know that you can be trusted in this position?
Have you seen anything that's been untrustworthy? Other than the one thing?
That's what we all thought about Moss as well.
Listen, all I want is what's best for both communities, for our one community. We're one community now, and I just want what's going to work for everyone.
It's a lot of power for one person.
It is, but there's you. I trust you as a check and as someone to bounce things off of. I trust Heart. We've got Extra.
And chickens.
And her chickens. We're questioning about the chickens. And we're still just waiting for Mayor Tandy, because once Mayor Tandy recovers, she's going to have a say in all the things that we do and all the decisions going forward.
All right. I just want you to remember that I know what happened.
And I do remember. Believe you. Believe you me, I remember. But just remember that it was necessary. And remember what we all went in there to do. I may have delivered the killing blow, but you also tried to poison her.
I did.
So
Accurate.
I believe there's enough dirt here to go around.
Possibly. You've been the one making a big noise about everything that's gone on, though.
I'm just trying to keep everything moving forward.
I'm just keeping an eye on things.
Appreciate it. And feel free to, if you see anything that you don't like, let me know. Have you seen anything you didn't like? Have you seen any decisions that you question?
Like I said, I'm just keeping an eye.
All
It's
right.
only been a couple of days.
It's true. But my door is always open to you.
Well, hopefully it stays that way.
Yes. Of course.
I like it. Yeah.
Can I add? It has nothing to do with the plot, but it's kind of awesome and gross. So I'm guessing there's probably some like unnamed NPCs who were caught in the rubble and maybe died.
Yeah.
Not many of them,
Not many,
but because Extrabeth's evacuation was
Right.
extremely successful.
Okay. So no, there aren't any? Or there are maybe some?
Adjusting my microphone here. What do you need?
I'm just thinking that, like, the chickens are actually really good at finding people who have been trapped under the rubble, like, randomly. Like, I don't know why these chickens are so good at finding these meat people.
They did find an arm.
Yeah, so, yes. Okay, so they're helping us as we clear out the rubble. Like, these chickens, they're helping us.
Yeah.
They're totally...
They're like digging in this one
Yeah.
spot.
So we know to look there. They're helping us.
Oh, boy.
That's what Hart thinks anyway. So anyway, just a little flavor detail for
love
the rescue effort / like reclaiming of the wood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like it.
Terrible.
Yeah, but we do get an on-screen moment of them like chowing down on flesh.
I'm starting to. Oh, you guys found it. Thank you. Good job. Patting them on the head.
And then they rip it apart.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. All right.
Hungry chickens.
Hungry chickens.
Yeah.
What have you been feeding them?
Probably just like everything that I can find. Probably like garbage and.
They don't eat garbage.
No. Well, like organic, like things that are left over.
Okay.
Like
Leftover meat from your plate?
yeah, banana peel, like kind of like whatever's there.
Yeah,
like
they don't eat banana peels.
No.
there's probably like this little pile of like stuff that I tried to feed them.
Yeah, they only eat one thing.
Yeah, but magically, like there's also no rats in the workshop anymore.
Yeah.
Correct.
So weird.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Little red dots on the linoleum.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
My fingers are bleeding a lot, so
Yeah,
that must be what that is.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's totally what that is. So the upgrade I took earlier was an upgrade to my followers, who are now eager, enthusiastic, and successful recruiters.
Oh, excellent.
And I figure, plus with my saving the people and evacuating them,
Yeah.
and then
It's going
tending
to make a good
to
story.
their healing, that we probably have some more converts now at this
Yeah.
point.
Possibly a Mayor Tandy.
We'll see what happens with that.
So I was passed a note. Do you want to do anything about this right now, or just...
I might. I'm thinking about
Okay,
it.
that's fine.
If
So-
that doesn't seem to...
No, that's a very valid concern.
Okay. I
Um,
might do something about it.
So I'm going to say it's the morning of the third day
Mm-hmm.
after the explosion.
Cool.
Okay.
And
Have we healed all of our harm at
yes,
this point?
That is
yeah,
a
we
good
can erase all the harm.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, so much nicer.
So where is everybody on this let's say it's Thursday morning. I don't know what day we started this.
I'm just waking up in my bunk. Back in
In
my
the
bunk
vault?
in the vault.
Okay. And Beth?
Extra lives in the chapel.
Okay.
She's made like some sort of fancy canopy bed slash like kind of like a cross between a canopy bed and one of those like fancy like enclosures you put a bejeweled skeleton in.
Mm-hmm.
That
Those fancy enclosures.
And has otherwise just been going about business as usual?
yeah, just going about business as usual. Like
Does Tandy have like a private space to collect herself, or is she kind of out with everybody else who's recovering?
I think she's got kind of preferential treatment because she's
Okay.
important.
Okay.
So yeah, we probably have like
Okay,
a room or two where like people can stay.
sure. Yeah. And, Joe is in the chapel. He's like getting by with one arm and, figuring out how that's going to work.
Yeah.
And, yep. What's Hart up to?
Probably like, I feel like a lot of the stuff's already been sifted through. She and Gra and Pancakes and the chickens are probably like sleeping in the workshop. And
Yeah, good.
Hannibal's probably there too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, we'll decide when we have Tappy back
Okay.
whether he wants to be at the factory or he can easily be brought
Wherever
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
They probably put the chickens, after seeing the chickens eat that arm, they probably put them away at night.
Mhm.
While
That's
people
a
are
very good
sleeping.
idea.
That's a really good idea.
Does Hart get up early in the morning?
Probably. Yeah,
Okay.
I can see her in Grop, I'm sure does.
Oh, yeah.
They're both like morning people.
Yeah. So you're up,
Mm-hmm.
and Pancakes is cleaning her gun,
Mm-hmm.
and you go over to let the chickens out
Mm-hmm.
and let them kind of move around, and you see a couple little white things in the cage.
Oh no.
There's white things in the cage. They're
Gra stomps over, is looks like tiny little deathclaw eggs.
eggs. They're chickens, Gra. I told you they're chickens. They're
I've only ever seen deathclaw eggs.
oh
They look like eggs, but they're tiny.
they're eggs. Eggs. Interesting.
Chickens make eggs?
Sure. Yeah. I thought eggs were just the yellowy things that they serve you at breakfast. I didn't know they came in other shapes. All right.
Suddenly you have this weird memory of a fairly elaborate quiche recipe.
Quiche is made from chickens. Oh, Quiche, I'm so sorry for naming you Quiche. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay.
But you remember a whole party of people being impressed
Yeah.
with this quiche that you
This
served.
quiche. Oh. Okay. So we can eat these. Why do they make things we can eat? That's interesting. All right, I'm going to take the eggs. Reach in. Take the eggs. Ow!
Yeah.
Omelets, stop. Hello.
Yeah, they are pecking at you
Yeah.
and only stop when you tell them
Yeah.
to. And they're watching you,
Oh.
following you around, and they're warm.
The quiche eggs are warm. They seem very worried about them. I feel like you should ask somebody what these are. Extrabeth will know. Extrabeth knows everything. I will ask Extrabeth. I will be back. Omelet and I'm very sorry, Quiche. We might rename you. All right.
Okay, so as you're making this decision to go find Beth, and is Beth an early riser?
Probably. She's probably one of those obnoxious people who can stay up really late, get
Yeah.
up really early, and is somehow always ready to go.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is obnoxious. Okay, so as you're... wait, where's Malcolm? Malcolm's in the vault again? Staying in the vault?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of has like a pseudo-doctor's office set up in there.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a medical bay. I think we decided you were part of the medical crew, right? Yeah, so kind of treat it like a ship, I guess. You two won't have... I mean, you'll get reports of this in a minute, but Beth and Hart outside are startled in this moment with a high-pitched scream inside the chapel. And we've had this before when Pancakes had done something, and Beth, you can tell right away it's coming from where Mayor Tandy is.
Ooh, okay.
And when you go running into her alcove, you can see Tandy is like pale and thin because she hasn't really been able to eat anything but broth, you know? But she's now like pulled herself up, has both hands on the basin, and is looking at the like kind of warbly mirror that's, you know, like kind of the crummy mirror that's in there. And is like wants to scream more, but there's no sound coming out of her mouth.
Okay.
And she is the spitting image of Extrabeth.
Oh, man.
Mayor Tandy, you look well.
She turns and screams.
I feel like Hart's standing there because she probably followed Extrabeth. Like, she's holding the eggs and just, like, looking from one to the other.
Awesome. Hart is
So-
standing there with the eggs in her hands.
Perfect. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm
What?
going to try and manipulate Tandy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to keep that. That's a 10.
Okay.
That's how I do. So Extra just goes over and just gently puts her hands on Tandy and just goes, Mayor Tandy, it's all right. You've been remade in my image. Everything's going to be okay now. You were very injured, but you've been resurrected.
I think best case scenario is she's like mildly catatonic.
Yeah,
Like
that's fine. as
even
long
with
as
a
she's not
10, like
screaming.
she stopped screaming, which is really like best case. But yeah, Hart, what's your reaction?
There's two of you.
No, this is Tandy.
Tandy.
Mayor Tandy.
We should maybe put something on her so people could tell the difference between you two.
She's gonna need a name tag.
Yeah. Or something.
I fixed her though. She was mostly dead.
Yeah, you're good at that. I have eggs.
I made another miracle heart.
Well, wait, has Hart seen Extrabeth like not with makeup and all like hair done and?
That's right. So because she wouldn't be all made up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably.
She's like Extrabeth.
But less extra.
Yeah.
She's like Simple Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plain Beth.
Slightly
It's
less
Lady
bad.
Gaga in a Star is Born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Is that what you look like?
No, I look like this.
Oh, okay.
And to be clear, Tandy was not a large person. Like she's actually like 2 inches taller than she was.
Oh, okay, so she
And
like grew even.
yeah, like
Wow.
she's an identical copy.
That sounds very useful.
Hart's a little freaked out. She's just gonna be a little farther away from you than she usually is.
Oh, Hart, you brought eggs.
I-
Did your chickens make those?
Yes. What? I know that they make quiche, which I realize now is chicken and is disturbing.
They do. They
But-
also make a nice Benedict.
Benedict.
Eggs Benedict.
Why do the chickens make them? To eat?
Well, you can eat them, or if you don't, sometimes they become more chickens.
They're baby chickens?
Well, not until they come
Is
out
that-
of the egg.
In the egg?
Right, it's not a chicken
They're
yet.
trapped in there?
It's a potential chicken.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you know how when you want a pie,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't just come as a pie. You have to make it. So you like combine other things?
Oh, I don't know if you've ever been.
I've never done that.
Yeah, you have a lot of packaged food.
Okay.
That analogy might break down.
Maybe she saw that in a movie somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, you have to take it out of the foil and heat it
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah, so that it needs a process, and then it's pie.
Okay.
But when it's in the foil, it's not pie yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
these
it's
aren't
in the
chickens
foil.
yet. It's in the
Okay.
foil.
But they're potential chickens.
It could maybe be a chicken at some point.
Okay.
Do you want it to be a chicken?
I think I should ask Quiche. I really need to rename Quiche an omelet. I think it's their decision. They made the eggs, and it's their potential chickens.
That's a very good point.
I'm sorry. I'll ask your parents.
You don't have to apologize. You didn't do anything.
Oh, okay. I will take them back, and I will ask the key and omelet.
Yes, do that.
Okay.
On the way out, just tell everybody about the miracle.
Oh yeah. 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 I'm gonna have to think a lot about that.
Yes.
That's a lot. Pancakes isn't gonna start to look like you either, is she?
I mean, let's be honest. She kind of looks like me already, doesn't she?
well, not as starkly, right?
Okay.
Like, you could tell, like, she's a different person,
Yeah.
right? But she's the same height. But it's been a long enough time with her that it seems unlikely. Like, her looks aren't changing.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And
Not that you aren't great looking, but I kind of like how Pancakes looks.
Oh, yes. She
Okay.
looks very nice, just as she is.
Okay. I'm
She's not going to change. It's fine.
okay. I'm gonna go tell people about the eggs and the miracle.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys pauses for a second and just kind of looks again? Okay. That's up.
okay.
Make Mayor Tandy a name tag. I've probably got some spare jewelry I
Yeah.
can just...
She's going to spend a lot of time sitting quietly, and you can tell this is not like when Pancakes was in like zero out mode.
Yeah.
Tandy is like aware of what's going on around here and is freaked the fuck out, right? Like, this is a very aware, like, I don't know what to do. Like,
I
yeah.
look like
Yeah.
someone else.
yeah.
Sorry, I fixed you, but now you look like me.
As her leaves, all the people she sees, she's gonna be like, Extrabeth made Tandy her twin. There's two of them. Did you see the movie Twins? Yes. They are the same.
They didn't
They're
look.
the same.
Anything
Arnold
alike.
Schwarzenegger didn't look anything like Danny DeVito.
Did you see the movie Twins?
That's a good question. I don't think she did.
Okay.
But they look kind of different too. They
Yeah.
look the same, but also different.
Yeah. I think
Wow.
before we get to this is probably a good place to game down. I know we're a little early. I'm also thinking this might be a spot where we do a bit of a time jump,
Okay.
but I want to make sure Tappy's here for that, obviously.
Yeah.
So let him get caught up, and
Yeah.
and then maybe actually do a month of,
Yeah.
of building, of rebuilding and setting up and deciding how we want things to be, because that's fairly time consuming without
Yeah.
you have a lot of power tools and
Yeah.
tractors and equipment and
And a lot of boring committee meetings.
yeah.
Decisions to be
Syndy
made that we can just
consolidates
sort
her
of
power, their
we can
power.
just sort of blow by those meetings and just deal with the results
Yeah.
of said meetings.
Yeah, and I mean, there's
And
also
discussions,
there
and
actually
maybe
are
votes.
there are conversations about most of the people in the vault know that the end goal is to set off the Gek,
Right.
And so there's conversations about, do we just have it here in front of the vault? Do we have it in the
Yep.
newsplate? Here is safe. Here there's more room. Because
Right.
okay, you're on the side of a mountain.
There's only so much room.
Yeah,
That's true.
You can make a really awesome kind of step here,
Yeah.
but if you set it off over there,
The Corvega plant could be a really good place.
you would
with
have
some more
this
space.
amazing surrounding area.
true.
But it's harder to defend.
Yes.
It's harder to defend.
Yeah. So
And the
that's-
vault is here.
Yes. Yeah. The security of the vault just by itself,
Yeah.
let alone the like mountainside and people having to like come up to attack you or
Right.
anything like that, as you just wouldn't have as big an area.
What would happen if you set off a Gek inside a vault?
It would probably just destroy everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Its goal is it like converts all the soil and disseminates a lot of like minerals,
Yeah.
but it also like breaks down a lot of rocks and like would probably just wreak havoc.
No. All right. Just checking the options.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll call it there. We have I keep calling her Mayor Tandy. She's not really mayor of anything right now. But,
She's still Mayor
I
Tandy.
mean, that's just her name
yeah.
at this point.
We'll
Tandy.
we'll remember that we have Malcolm Joy running a check on Syndy
Happily.
whenever needed.
With Cindy's approval.
Yeah. All right.
Obviously.
Okay.
I mean, we're
Oh, wait,
working together.
Malcolm has the approval to check in on you.
That's right. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, what's to check in on?
Exactly.
No
I
one
mean, listen,
here is
it's-
nefarious
Yeah,
at all.
no.
I'm sure
no.
they'll be completely transparent.
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay. So. Also, over these like few days, we're going to have to deal with the followers coming in to.
Oh, yeah.
So.
They're going to have some questions.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
Oh,
we'll
those followers, not my followers.
no. The
Okay.
follow capital F followers.
Capital F followers.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Who are not a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, you caught him on a bad day,
Yeah.
and he did help you out.
He did help us out. He did.
Yeah.
Sort of against his will. It'll be a question of how much he remembers that, how much against his will.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably good that he got hit on the head real good in that process.
That's, yeah. Just remember that we were cool. Everyone
yeah.
was cool. It was all cool.
Totally
It all
Well,
worked
I
out
guess
fine.
here's the short version. Is he allowed to leave?
That's a really good question that we'll table that discussion
Okay,
for later.
that's fine.
Next time.
That's fine. I understand.
Yes.
That's
So that's it. That's episode 8. Mac, I'm so glad you got to join us for these 2 episodes. Oh, and the beach episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
You
was
guys
fun.
can't get rid of me.
Oh, yeah.
Just
We
gonna
don't
pop
wanna-
up or like drop down from the ceiling during the next one.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. So thanks everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
For the donation drive.
Yes.
I think we get to like tally everything up.
We're done with that. Yeah, so our Rainbow Railroading finished on the 31st. So we are still figuring out who donated the most. We have some ties and stuff, and we're gamers, so we're going to roll dice to if there are any ties for the grand prize. The final prize is the 4 people who donated the most are going to get to play in an online game run by Jason. So that's very exciting.
Hello.
So expect that in the next 2 weeks. We'll be getting in touch with people, figuring out who of the donors is really wanting to do that. Some of them might be shy, might not want to. It will not be a streamed game, so don't feel like, oh,
Right.
no, I don't want to be on camera. It's like, no, it won't be streamed. So we're very excited about that. It should be awesome. And thank you everyone who donated. And it was just an incredible success. And I don't know what we're going to do to top it next year, but it's going to be amazing.
And by all means, keep donating to them if you
Yeah,
want. Like that's
Keep supporting them.
they're
Yeah.
it's an awesome cause.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back with this game in 2 weeks. We're done with the holidays, so no more interruptions to our schedule. 'Cause
Back
this
on schedule.
schedule is a promise. We'll see you guys very soon. Bye.
Good night.
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and